But he looks fresh.
I hope that guy never gets out.
Who?
He shouldn't.
Mac.
He needs to stop bringing guns out when he's on parole. Not even probation. Parole. You can't have.
So he's a Crip. The guy's a Crip named Mac.
I think he's a fake Crip, to be honest with you, because
Everything's going to see all right.
There's people in everything will see all right.
They really do shit like that.
Is there not New Yorkers that want to kill his California ass? You're faking it. You're not out here in these streets. You're a famous person, pretty much. Faking the Crip.
What does New York have to do with it?
That's where the real Crips was born, right?
The California Crips are pretty hardcore. Like
You're right.
Nipsey
They
Hussle.
started in Cali.
I don't know. I think Snoop Dogg's a
I'm
Crip.
wrong.
I mean, Serena Williams was Crip walking at the Super Bowl because that's
Mike,
so
stop,
cultural and
Stop
cool.
talking about your gang.
Yeah, that's LA.
knowledge.
It's so childish and stupid. We were just talking about how matching is gay. Also, being a Crip or a Blood is so gay. They like a Blood will call their cousin a buzzin'.
Both of those.
And just extrapolate that through every single word.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. The Crip guy does that too. Where's the fucking lighter? I'm trying to get high over here.
Both were in LA, founded in LA. Isn't that wild? That LA is
Really?
like,
You didn't know that?
LA's the place. No.
I didn't know that.
Oh, well, I knew it, but I don't think I needed a reminder.
It would
We
have.
listen to that old Kendrick album. It's all about that shit.
Yeah. Or like a Blood will also say bullin' instead of coolin'. Oh, I'm just bullin'.
What's Young Thug says that a lot.
Yeah. So I guess he's a Blood.
Bullin' rockin' all the Frank Mueller. What's that song?
I used to buy weed from these Delaware kids, and I would go up there, and I literally would be like, "How you guys been? What's up?" Nah, nothing. Straight bullin'.
So you know right there.
Two white guys.
They are fancy themselves Bloods.
I forgot about Young Thug and his dresses and stuff. That dude's gay as shit.
Young Blood wears those too.
Yeah, he's real like
Isn't that weird?
establishment. Like they are pulling the strings with that guy for sure.
They, them.
Yeah.
You mean they, them?
Yeah, no, not like that.
You don't think they are?
Humiliation rituals, dude. I saw this thing today. It was like before and after they were humiliated by the industry, and it was like Sam Smith looking all normal, and then it was like him like dressed as the devil,
Dude.
and shit.
I remember when Sam Smith first came out on the radio. I remember telling like the doctors and physical therapists that I was working for, I was like, "This guy is the best singer on the planet. This guy is so good."
It's like, what have they done to you, my boy?
Yeah.
Think, like,
I was telling people he's the best singer on the planet.
but then he turned out to be gay and the devil, so I hate him.
Yeah,
he really that bad?
and fat.
What?
Is he really that bad?
He also got really
Is he
fat.
really gay in the devil?
He really is gay and the devil.
He really has gone way overboard.
He's super gay and he dresses like the devil. And
He's
shit.
like
it also showed what's his name? Little Nas X. Gay and the devil.
I was about to say he fell off like Little Nas. As soon as you sign off to the devil, you're over.
That J. Christ song was all she wrote for Lil Nas
I gotta
X.
find this TikTok.
Dude,
it's got Katy Perry. Who else has it got?
There are Christian authors that make more money than these single-serving like pop stars. You know,
I
Lil
wonder,
Nas X,
yeah.
he pops out, right? He
Yeah, I mean, Hillsong makes more than all of them combined.
Yeah, think about their repertoire.
Hillsong is the most.
When you said Sam Smith, the only name.
Look, there he is, Sam Smith selling his soul. Look at him.
Oh
dude.
God,
he's done some really bad things.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Doja Cat.
What is he at a Balenciaga event?
Yep,
What is
Doja
his
Cat
fashion?
too.
Little Nas X, dude. Before and after, man. They'll get you, man.
I mean, that's a music video. Oh, you know, that's humiliation ritual.
Sam Smith.
And Sam Smith has made up a new sexual orientation. He says he's attracted to alien life forms that are non-human or something.
Really?
Yeah, he keeps pushing the boundaries and pushing the boundaries.
Katy Perry fan tried to give a Labubu to her on stage, and she slapped it away with a mic. No Labubu, it's a demon.
Oh my! What?
But
Katy
also,
Perry said that?
there's footage of the same show.
Thank God.
It's awesome because in the green room, she's got her like cucumber tape on, and she comes out and she's in a thing, and like her management team or whatever. This gay black dude is like, Katie, and she's like, I told you guys, no Labubus allowed, and like it's a funny thing.
Yeah,
she's like
okay,
telling
yeah.
her crew that they're not allowed in their band, and then a fan tries to give her one front stage, and she knocks it with a mic and says no Labubu.
With the microphone.
Oh, they did that thing after the fan thing, dummy.
It's smart. It makes the Labubus sell more.
Yeah, it's all just an
Pop Mart
advertisement.
bought that. I don't know. Just a thought. Marketing.
Wow.
Katy Perry lets you film her in her green room with her. She was like in ugly mode. She was like,
She did that after the fan handed her the little boo-boo thing.
it was after? I thought it was before. She was getting ready. The way I.
Who would know? Who could know? Everybody, who could know?
He could, apparently.
It's a meme. She's being funny.
It's all just a meme. Oh, God. All day at work, we just watched Meme Drewski. Sign people. Oh, dude, no. All
I don't
day.
know who that is.
You know him.
No.
All day at the shop. It was the show where he has two security guards
Not
with
allowed.
masks on. Not because they're scary, because they're laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
And then he signed you.
He goes city to city on tour, and
He signed you in the room.
Pure brain rot.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. He was in New Orleans, Baltimore, She's making fun of everybody.
Yeah, I've been struggling with stuff to watch online. Had to go back to old Red Bar clips. Sent you that prank phone call clip.
I almost crashed
There's
my
a
car
site.
laughing at that.
It's so
I could
good.
reference you a site if you're bored. And
All right,
looking for
what's
stuff
the
to watch.
site?
Chaotic.
No.
Is that good stuff?
Yeah, good stuff.
Kind of like a YouTube
Opened your eyes.
or a Rumble?
It's just people getting murdered in the streets.
Oh,
and
no,
stuff.
I don't want that.
It
I
shows
follow
you.
a whole Twitter today. I scroll through the Twitter. It's like Chicago hit, Philadelphia hit. You know, it's just Chinese people fighting for some reason.
Why Chinese?
Chinese people fighting. That's rare. I might check that out.
It's a joke. They're not Chinese.
Yeah, yeah. See, now that's
Yeah,
kind of
usually
sparked my
Chinese are
interest.
nonviolent types.
They're not Chinese. They're black.
When the Chinese get to fighting, it's like someone's dying. Like a butcher knife's coming out.
Well, they hit us
Yep.
with the fucking fentanyl war, dude. We hit them with opium for a few years. They're like, oh, yes? You think they would get to us? We
They
sent you
thi-
the fentanyl.
They hit us with a
Now look at Philadelphia. Everybody's
Dude.
China hit us with the Pop Mart war. and
They
we,
win.
We spend billions of
telling
dollars.
you, dude. China is
We hit them first with the opium. Definitely worked like a charm. Still working to this day.
No, but no, I mean, they're sending fentanyl back way more.
Yeah, it did come from China. China is winning. China sells drooling little white people who want to go like this, cross their eyes and do the whole like I suck dick thing.
Yep.
It's poisoning
That is
everyone's
crazy.
brains.
That is a crazy little movement there.
It's poisoning. That
It's
happened
like
on the
real life
Drewski thing. It said, what
hentai.
do you do? And it was that. That's all they did.
Let's just talk about Pop Mark and Drewski. Make it the Michael Tull show. Good Lord, dude. What's going on with you?
Kids, man. Hey, let's talk about Ocean City as we open the show. These kids took over Ocean City. Maybe we can find some
Were they
video
Chinese
footage.
too?
Yeah, they're all Chinese. Can you believe it? Yeah, it turns out if you break down all crime into
Chinese people commit 13.
ethnicity, it's actually different for each one. Did you know that? It's not the same throughout.
Huh.
Damn, one of my DJ buddies just sent me, call me. What's going on right now?
Say no. Yo, call him. Put him on the show.
I'll call him on the show. I got no problem. If y'all are cool with it.
Don't do that. Everybody be like, motherfucker.
It's just T-Dome.
T-Dome. What are you doing, Mike?
Just lining up some stuff.
Let's start this fucking show, dude. I gotta go home.
Let me call T-Dome. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. Then we call T-Dome.
Open up with a call.
Everyone
to
cool with
Tito.
that?
He's gonna be mad. It's live.
He won't care.
He's not going to know it's
Don't say anything
Don't
though.
talk.
Don't talk at all.
Mute me, dude.
Maybe it won't work out. I don't know. He did not expect a call right away. Yeah, whatever. All right, on with the show.
Unmute my microphone because I'm furious.
Yeah.
Who the fuck?
Who does that?
Who says? Holy shit!
Who does
That's
that?
some drug dealer ass shit right there.
does that?
Call me. Oh my God. Okay, I will. Nothing. And you're anxious now?
Because now he's going to call me back in 2.5 minutes. You know that's true.
What the fuck?
You know that's true.
We gotta talk about the flooding in Texas, dude. Holy.
Oh, yeah,
shit.
I saw that. That was crazy. That's just,
How
that's,
high is the water?
is that
mama?
standard or is that worse than normal?
It's worse than normal, dude. It's in this place called Kerrville. Samantha's company owns a campground there, and a bunch of people that were like camping there are like missing.
All the girls and their two counselors that was there?
No, like a campground, not like a.
They were camping and they were girls. I assume it was the same place.
Okay, never mind.
So it hit a bunch of low-lying campgrounds. Just love to be in the low-lying river.
Campgrounds are by the river all the time.
Fair.
This is like a RV campground. I wasn't talking like fucking Camp Crystal Lake.
I'm just saying. I saw
You
the
said the girls and their counselor?
main. That's like the main loss. That's like the main loss from this flood.
I know. And
26
then
feet in how
Samantha's
fast?
company
45 minutes?
Accidentally sent out the automatic emails like, "Are you enjoying your stay?"
Holy
And
shit.
they're like, "No, we're dead."
And that's insult to injury right there.
Yeah.
So they're done.
Should I do this?
Not gonna be
Sound
good.
up. Apology letter.
I'll try to keep it quick.
Is he calling?
Hey, what's up, T-Dome? What's up, man?
Hey, man, what's up, my guy?
Not much, bro. What you up to?
I can't call it, man. How'd it turn out last night?
It was pretty cool, you know. Everything sounded
Good.
great. Couple like private parties came out, or couple small groups
Yeah.
came out, had a good time. Still building
That's
it up.
good, man.
You know, Ocean
That's
City
good.
hard to compete with this time of summer.
I know. And then plus 4th of July weekends to,
Yeah, man.
kind of hard. Man, we had a good night Thursday night, man. It was pretty good.
That looked like it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw your pictures and videos. You were crushing it, dude.
Yeah, man, they were rocking with us, vibing with us Thursday night. Apparently, they had from what I don't know. I talked to AJ. Apparently, he said they I didn't. I mean, I saw a little bit of people go outside, but apparently they had a little argument outside.
What, people who work there or people who are just going there?
I guess some people are inside, that were inside there.
Oh shit, got some drama, huh?
Yeah, I guess they had a little drama outside. They carried it outside, but I mean, it wasn't nothing inside.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I was talking to Kobe. I was talking to Kobe. I was like, man, I don't know if he could push it in his ear, man. But man, maybe, man, if we continue, man, it'd be great to have like a Coyote Ugly bar, man.
Yeah, I think that's what they're kind of going for. That sort of Western feel, just like party, crazy country.
That's what I told him. I was like, I filled his ear with a little bit. I mean, I know some people that would be interested in it, man. That would do it. You know what I mean?
Totally.
To be able to dance on the bars. You know what I mean?
yeah, they got to do that. I think they could do that next time we go out. That'd be fine.
That would be a good vibe. I mean, like if we kept it like it's me and you, like every other Thursday, it would be a good vibe. I think.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, man, look, it would be killer, man. I talked to Kobe. Kobe seems like he's down for it, but I mean, if we filled his ear with it, you know what I mean?
Yep. And I actually got to get going, bro. I'm actually in a session right now, but definitely good talking to you.
No, you good. I don't want to hold you up, bro.
You're good. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but yeah, definitely we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch.
Yeah, definitely hit me up, bro.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Keep crushing it.
All right, sir.
I should have known that was going to be pretty pointless, but
I thought about screaming or something. Jesus Christ, Kevin, help!
I should have known there was that was a nothing, you know.
I should have been like, holy shit, Kevin, help me.
And I love T-Dome, but yeah, it was basically like, hey man, these parties are pretty sick. What if they got even crazier? That was like the whole conversation I just had. Call me, dude.
No, he said, what if they just went totally Coyote Ugly? You got to get crazy permissions and licenses.
And you got to get hot bartenders too.
You see this picture here.
Wait, there was the Coyote Ugly bar in Austin. It was awful. Awful.
Well, let's start the show with Mikey Tall. Let's do it.
Let's start the show.
Awful.
Even in Austin, Texas, you think they'd be able to pull it off?
These bitches think they're hot.
The false start was so funny.
Yeah, they got Sean Paul. Thank you, Sean Paul.
Yeah, are we allowed to use that shit?
We got a couple seconds of Sean Paul, license free, royalty free. We got less than 6 seconds.
He gave it to us 5 seconds.
Yeah, you know what it is. Kevin Palmer, Michael Tall, Jack Armstrong over there. Pointed at him when I said my name.
You pointed at who?
Oh, shit.
Why'd you do that?
No one ever knew.
Why'd you do that?
No one knew.
You know, someone flashed me on my other show one time.
What? Talk about that just right off the bat, and then we'll get right into
David Letterman?
There's no story at all.
They just did it to get a reaction.
I had no idea, and then the YouTube video never got taken down, but my wife said, you know, some girl flashed the camera and was standing right behind you.
Oh, you did tell us about this before, and they were standing behind you.
Don't know the timestamp, don't know nothing, but there's some Easter egg titties.
Where would anyone see
That's disgusting.
I think episode 88 of my show. Go find them.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that?
I don't know. There's some crazy drunk girl at the bar.
Man.
All right, check out Coyote Ugly Bar right here. Take out this picture from the New York Coyote Ugly. Look at the rules. Do not touch the coyotes. No other women on the bar. Something drink. And another reminder, no ladies on the bar. And then something that says fucking ties. It says
Show me that coyote again.
She's just an all right coyote.
Exactly. Just not worth it. They're mean and
get in the gym this summer, ladies. I'm just kidding.
How sweaty can you be?
Not.
Yeah, too much sweat. Too much sweat too. Get her off.
And how old is she?
She's got a piercing.
Once
in
they
her
turn
ear.
23 or whatever, they should stop.
They should stop
being allowed to be up there.
You got a good 5 years. That's a good 5 years.
She's still within age. She's just alcohol ridden.
Isn't that sad?
You know, Coyote Ugly was founded by
The Jews. Jews? Are we going there already?
No, like a Wall Street reject, like some graduate of some Hang on.
I cracked myself up,
the
man.
Jews created the Bloods and
Let's
the
wrap
Crips
it up, dude.
for
I
the
think that
blacks
was hilarious.
and
You
You guys
Coyote
are
Ugly
crazy,
for the whites.
man. You guys got to stop.
Stop what?
Man, the Jews did nothing wrong.
I almost wore that same shirt tonight.
Oh,
Mike,
yeah.
until I found my Land of the Free Home of the Brave shirt.
Let's talk about Jack's shirt.
My shirt was
Zoom in.
the house we live in is Samantha's grandparents' house. They died, and we still get their old mail. And this was like a shirt. It was like, here's your free gift for donating to the Veterans Association.
Damn, breathable, great
Yeah.
definition to the
Watch this, look at
graphic.
this movement.
Yep. Great utilization
Stretch.
of white and gold font.
Yep, I'm probably going to throw it away after this.
So what do you guys like better, freedom or liberty?
I don't think I've ever experienced liberty. I think freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But freedom-
liberty comes with a cost.
You don't really have freedom either.
Yep. Freedom
You-
isn't free.
You smoke a little bit of weed, you drink a little bit of beer, you drive home, you get put in jail.
Yep.
This
You
pers-
sell a little weed, you go put to jail.
I mean, without
pursuit of
liberty,
happiness thing has been pretty shitty so far.
That's what hangs you up. The actual pursuit of happiness is what gets you DUIs and prostitution charges and the pursuit of happiness. I'm just trying to have a good time.
Yep. Yep.
And then I got a federal charge for this or that. You know what I mean? That's you fuck around and you're like, my state says this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, liberty really is badass because you either get full like safety, I guess is the word, or you get to take a chance and do what you want to do. You know what I mean?
What's liberty?
Like
What's
liberty.
it
Liberty is being able to get in your car and drive down the road, even though 1 million people die in car accidents every single day. You know, that's
freedom.
liberty.
I thought.
I don't know. Are they both the same? Is there any
Define
difference?
liberty.
I don't know what liberty means. It's been used too much.
Liberty is like a black girl's name.
Yeah.
The state of being it's just freedom. The state of being free within a society.
Maybe it is the same. But
From
either way.
control or confinement, it encompasses the freedom to act. Liberty and freedom are the same thing, but it's not liberty and freedom for all. It's liberty and justice for all.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about?
Well,
You say, what do you like more, liberty or freedom? But
Yeah.
let's dive into that. Why are you bringing freedom up when that's not even in the big old saying? Liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
No one
Yeah.
says liberty and freedom.
So liberty and freedom are pretty much the same. Justice, though.
Yeah, you get your day in court. Even if you did kill 1 million people and the glove ended up not fitting.
Unless you're an illegal immigrant, then you're just out. You're gone. Bye-bye.
I'm diverting.
No due process. We love due process. I'm a
process.
liberal.
All of a sudden, that's what we were really worried about.
All we love is
We didn't care
illegal
about it
immigrant
for,
due
we didn't
process.
care about it for Derek Chauvin.
Yeah, seriously.
I gotta stop.
What
We gotta
about
talk about
fucking
something else.
O.J. Simpson? Got his due process.
Yeah, and actually, Chauvin got his due process. Kyle, what was his name?
Rittenhouse. He's
Rittenhouse.
a fucking gun owning.
Well, yeah, he got.
He teaches you how
that
to
one
kill.
went the way we wanted. The other one.
Dude, that Kyle Rittenhouse, I had never been so
He is fine.
into a trial
I thought you
in
were
my
gonna say
entire
he
life.
felt bad.
I still have to tell people that he didn't kill black people.
Yeah. He shot 5 people, and every single one of them was a registered pedophile.
You fire into a crowd of liberals.
Yeah.
What are the chances
Yeah.
you're going to hit a bunch of 5 pedophiles?
Dude, some guy attacked him with a
That's
skate.
insane.
Some
I
guy
didn't
was
know that.
attacking him with a skateboard, right? Like hitting him in the head with a skateboard. So he shoots him off dead. And then 2 other guys just chase after him too without guns.
And they happened to be a bunch of like skaters that were probably not even there for the thing, but they're just sex offending like 20 somethings with no life.
Pretty much, yeah.
And they're
So
like,
then what about the other 3? He killed 2 skaters. Oh, he killed 3 of the skaters, and
I
just
think he only
people
killed
coming
three. I think he
after
only
him.
killed 3 people.
all 3 of these scumbags happened to be bad people that
Running
probably,
after him, like saying things like, I'm going to kill you and stuff like
I
that.
bet you that they were there. You know, people who go to protest. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. There's the people that go to these events that are also
They're a fuck around and find out group. Like, that's what, like, you ever see the liberal
Bad
protesters
people
in
go
front of
too.
cars and stuff?
Yeah, well, they'll jump on them. And
You can find 30 videos like in
off
the
my
last
car,
2
I'll run
weeks
you over.
of them just getting run over because they were like, "No, you're not going." No shit. like,
They'll burn down that AutoZone. They'll do it.
yeah,
I could time my bumper tap to not run you over. I'll just knock you back.
yeah. I
I'll,
mean,
like,
just
I'll
go
like
forward
15 mile
slowly,
an
and
hour
they'll get the
slam it.
picture.
Sorry to talk over you.
No, we kind of were. I was doing it too.
I feel like I am skilled enough as of a driver. If someone's here, I could be like,
That happened in Ocean City.
Give him a little
It happened-
tap.
It happened in Ocean City this weekend. A bunch of kids surrounded a car, and the people. It was like a Tesla, and they like had to just stop. I'd be like, it should be legal to gun it.
I think you should be able to do that for sure because it teaches everyone a lesson.
Yeah, and it's scary, dude.
Yeah.
People surrounding your car like that.
Because like
I had 2 people surround my car that one time, and they both opened both my car doors when I worked at Papa John's, and they were mad at me.
crazy.
And I
Yeah.
pulled my knife on the one, And then I drove away and both my doors slammed closed.
That's awesome.
It was so scary.
Yeah.
And then they went to Papa John's and were like calling the cops and stuff. And the
Dude.
cops were like, "You're not allowed to come to Papa John's again. If he had a gun, he would have been able to shoot you. Don't open people's car doors. Get the fuck out of here."
Why did
That's
so
crazy.
they actually came and tried to do the victim thing?
Yeah.
I watch a lot of weird YouTube.
They tried
like,
to do the victim thing.
that's wild. Yeah, the
But
person
they chased me to my car.
for what reason?
You've told this story, but tell it again because I don't remember.
No.
When you deliver pizza, you go up to the screen and you check out your pizza with your thumbprint.
I remember this.
And they print it out, and mine was a free pizza. And I'm like, fuck. Which means I have to go deliver this free pizza. It means I'm going to get no money, no tip.
I remember this.
Happens every once in a while. I deliver the free pizza, and I have the pizza in my hand, and as soon as I open the door, the lady's like, "Oh, hell no. I want my motherfucking money." And I'm like, you know what I did? Said nothing. Turn around and walk the fuck away, because I'm not listening to
Seriously,
that shit.
that's the
And
only
next
way
thing
you can handle
her
that.
boyfriend's, like, I'm going down the stairs of the appointment, and her boyfriend's there like, yo, what's up? Chinese people again. And I'm like, "I don't know, dude. Here, take the pizza." And I shove the pizza in his hands. He's like, and then he's got the pizza. I'm like, "Cool, I'm done. My job is done. I delivered the pizza."
Yeah, it's like
my job is to deliver the
it's
pizza.
Like I
Pizza
forget what it's
delivered.
called.
Shoved it in his hand, and they're like,
It's
"No,
like
we
serving
wanted money."
somebody.
I'm like,
It's like serving somebody.
They wanted money?
I was like, "I don't have your refund or whatever." Apparently, I don't know.
You can't get a refund on a coupon.
The Papa John's I worked at was fucking so busy.
Hey, luckily, intimidation
busy.
will fix all of this.
But then they just kept following me to my car, so I got in my car and then they opened the doors,
dude,
both of them. They got on
that
either
is so
side of the car.
despicable. That is so
And I
despicable.
pulled my knife.
Yeah, fuck. You can't open doors. That's personal property. At that
Multiple
point.
people opening multiple doors is insane.
And then when the cops got there, they like grabbed my hand, put them behind my back, and they're like taking my knife and stuff. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
Get off me!" And then the more senior cop was like, "Let him go. It's his fucking knife. He can carry his fucking knife."
Come on, man. This used to
this
be a free
not-
country.
And they're like, "He could have shot you." And then I was like, and then they were like, I was like, "They can't come to Papa John's anymore. Order Papa John's anymore. No more Papa John's for them."
You ordered the trespass. But so you said they came to Papa John's after?
They came, like, she got like her roommate to drive her there or something because they didn't have a fucking car.
Well, then she got told she can't be there.
Yeah, and you can't order Papa John's or have Papa John's.
Damn, that sucks because
You ghettofied that to this degree to where you can't order from a franchise anymore? That you're a fuck up.
yeah.
You're a fuck up. That's like you telling me I threw a fit at Subway and can't order Subway anymore. You're a fuck up. You
I had
failed.
a dash cam too. And I remember my dash cam recorded nothing because they were like on the sides of the car
Oh my god.
and shit. I was like, "Fuck."
Tesla. How many cameras?
I think
There's
the
like
the
8
worst
on
part
the
of that
side.
story to me is like all these people needed was a papa. You know,
Yeah.
they just needed some
Beautiful.
papa.
And all they wanted was like a $12 refund or something for like a pizza. And they got up, and I think they wound up with 2 pizzas instead of $12 or whatever.
You know they ate all that pizza like
Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Oh, hell no. Was the first thing she said. And I said, "Oh, hell no." And that was always my thing. I used to wait tables, you know? You're waiting on tables. People are sitting at the table, you know, and they get mad at you. I'd be like, "I'm gone."
Yeah,
Dude, they would never.
you won't
they're-
see me for another
they're-
15.
They're never gonna get up and follow you ever. I would train other people. Be like, "Yo, if anyone like ever starts getting they slightly mad, the slightly like, walk away,
Turn around.
They're gone.
Yeah.
You won. They can't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
You're gone. And just tell the manager go there. Fuck it.
Vanish.
You don't get paid enough for this shit.
Yeah,
But
and yeah,
instead
try to
it-
stay calm and just walk away. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
No, in all the YouTube videos I've seen, it's total pandemonium at the KFC, at the Popeyes, at the McDonald's.
There's
It's
so
like,
many.
No, the
videos.
Waffle House. That lady goes, "Yeah," and blocks that chair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Throws a
Yeah.
whole chair. She goes,
She literally like parries it like it's
Yeah,
a video
like-
game that's hard to time back.
Yeah,
you
she-
can't time that. It
Perfect
just
parry.
deflects it.
Dude, people
I'm
get
thinking
killed.
fast food, though. I'm
People
thinking-
get killed over like paying for condiments. I've seen people get killed for over a honey bun last week. Some guy killed his uncle over a honey bun.
You hear those stories on the
Yeah.
internet, but I'll tell you one that I heard in real life. When I was in jail with this guy who was in prison for 8 years, he told me the worst. I was like, "Just level with me, dog." And we were both out at this point. He was staying at my house for a few months. Boy,
"This
That-
guy was crazy."
that ruined a whole chapter. But either way, that just like tarnished my whole life right
Looking
there.
back, like what could have been, where would you be right now if it wasn't for this guy?
I mean, who was that
If
in
I
your
never
life?
let this guy stay at my house, I would have been the king of Dubai.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad, but he's like telling me the story. I'm like, "What's the worst thing?" When he's at ECI, the prison, the close prison, man stabbed to death over a cup noodle.
Happens especially in jail when that's all you have is cup
Yeah.
of noodles.
He was like, "It was my first week there, and they assigned me to my block, and it's like someone somehow some way I don't know exactly how it happened, but some guy took a guy's cup of noodle, something, and stabbed him just out there, bleeding to death. Yeah.
I never liked that guy that was staying at your house because I came home for Christmas to stay one time, and you're like, dude, you can't stay at my house because this guy's on the couch. I'm like, I sleep on the couch, not that guy.
Is he in the friend
That
group
guy
still?
got the living
Whoever this
room
is?
as his
No,
room.
no.
Yeah.
That guy got the living room as his room.
That was probably one of my biggest like motions of compassion in my whole like. I was like, yeah, you can. I feel so bad for this fucking guy for some reason.
What did he do? Why was he in EC?
He doesn't even keep up anymore. He got hung up in like the worst of times you could get hung up for like hustling big weight in Ocean City.
Weed?
Yeah, just weed. He
God,
says,
that
so he
sucks.
says, but he said like pounds, and he was connected with like the dudes,
And yeah.
and he never ratted on the dudes, so he took big time. Little white boy with like maybe a gun too. Maybe he had something bad, but I'll never forget when I met this dude. I always like respected him because he had EST dot 1997 tattooed in like a decent prison script that he got from ECI. Because when I met him, he was on work release at Naylor Mill, and we both were about to get out at the same time. I did a short little fucking baby time, and he was like on the end of an actual real stint of like being institutionalized for 6 years, and I was like. He's like, my dad's a fuck up, and it's all this bullshit accumulated to me. Culminated?
How old was this dude?
20. He was like, if I was 20.
He was way younger than us, right?
If I was 20.
So
If I
97.
was 28, he was 24.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, this probably his birth. It might not be his
I
birthday.
didn't even
He-
think. I forgot that he said that.
He got locked up, and the whole thing was he was like 18 when he got locked up. Just like perfect, like locked up exactly at 18.
Yeah, that's bad.
So he was like 24 or something.
But I mean, if you're a criminal at 16, 17, and you're about to turn, you really got to be cautious. You got to think, should I pump the brakes for a little bit?
He was apparently.
Don't want to go to jail at 18.
I guess no one stuck up for him or anything, and someone else
You
could have
can't
helped.
have that thought at that age, though.
Yeah.
'Cause you're like, I'm
You're
the
so
coolest
young. You're just
motherfucker.
hustling.
No one stuck up for him. He needed someone else to do
You
it.
need a beer?
Sure, I'll take one. Hell,
These are so good.
They really are.
They're,
Cape May?
it says right on there, what's it say? Intensely aromatic. And that is so true.
Yeah. Yep. That rings true.
Been liking these beers. I can only get them up in Laurel.
Beautiful can too, which matters a lot to me.
New Jersey Brewery.
Smooth can, which you don't get a lot anymore. A lot of it is like paper that you can feel.
A
and-
sticker? Yeah.
And
An
this is
actual
just so
printed-
much better.
Dewey has their own printed cans now, which is sick.
Yeah, I think it's about time for these local breweries to kick it up a notch and make a beautiful can.
RAR does.
That's good.
So is Dewey.
Yep.
Not RAR. I meant Evo. But I don't think
That's as
RAR
good as it gets, though. This is great quality. Out of New Jersey. That's nice. Oh, and it says best paired with. It has cheese, fish, and poultry.
Really?
Serve in a glass that has a slight bulge at the top.
Yeah.
He's serving a glass. He's perving a dish.
I love when people, these breweries have like these paired beers with like local places. Like you can go to RAR and get, or what's it? Brew River has their own RAR. MR Ducks has their own RAR.
Oh, yeah. Which one is the Brew River RAR?
I can't
Like
remember
no
what
one
it's
else
called.
has it?
Yeah, but I think they just rename it.
Yeah. Because I did know that at one point.
And so does, Green Turtle even has the Turtle Crawl IPA, which is just Lot 3 or whatever.
Turtle crawl.
It's Lot 3, though.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, I can't remember seeing a better can than this. It's got best paired with. It's got a little story about everything.
You gotta love a story about everything. And you
RAR
you gotta love this.
Does the best ones, though.
This
The
is straight
local
up like
beers.
looking at a carnival or a circus advertisement. You're like lettering going vertically, lettering going horizontally,
yeah.
lettering. I love that.
Unfiltered.
My eyes are
May
so happy
contain
looking
sediment. That's nice.
At that. It's like something you would keep next to you while playing a video game. Like this is the page 90 of Zelda. It's got the little thing here. It's got the thing here.
Page 90 of
or
Zelda.
it's like buying
What
one of
are
those
you talking
Castle
about?
cross section books. Hey, I got new shoes. Check them out.
Nice. That is so creamy or butterscotchy or
We have here, before we review a beer, we review a shoe. The NB New Merrick 480. Take a look.
damn. That's a nice shoe.
It's a 480.
And it's a manly tone, not too bright of a color.
Feel the middle part with your finger.
That's
how
as
squishy
bright
is.
as it can get before you
No.
start getting girly.
I put these on before I came here. They're like I haven't even worn them. They're so new.
What do they got, Jack? Something bad on the bottom?
No, the middle part here that you see on
Green,
the internet.
a little bit of an
It's like
accent color,
really squishy.
but they tried to hide it the best they can, so that's okay, I guess.
It's a stupid material, if you ask me, for a bottom of a shoe. But I'm assuming that's what that's.
Where are your boots?
Come on,
Good
that's what I'm trying to
God.
say. Is this not good enough for you?
So
No.
The last pair of New Balances I owned
What
last-
boot do we need to buy, Jack?
Yeah.
Because we know
You need to lace up higher, and they got to have those little hooks.
What boot?
because I'm
any
not
boot.
buying. What's the one that the Chinese wear all the time?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
my noodle.
What
No, what is
everyday
it?
boot is best? 16 best boots.
I have Merrill hiking boots.
No, but what's the brand I'm thinking of though? I can't believe I can't think of it.
You're
right
not thinking of Doc Martens because
No, no.
Chinese people don't wear those.
now. Timberland. Can't be wearing some
Why
Timberlands,
do
right?
Chinese people wear Timberlands? It's not even cold in China. It actually
He's
is
talking
sometimes.
about Chinese people.
Yeah, like earlier. So like, what's the
I'm not hip to it yet. I get you. I get you.
What's the working
Canadians,
man's
if you will.
version of a Timberland?
Oh, I don't know. There's a bunch you can wear, but I mean,
Like there's
brands
there's one brand that's
of
in outlets a lot.
boots for
well, you can wear like work boots for the
Chinese
site.
people.
I don't care about that. I say they gotta lace up and they gotta have the hooks for the laces. You gotta lace up
Okay.
your boots in the morning.
if you want to go higher quality than Timberland, you go Ariat. If you are nice Chinese folk,
That
My
sounds
dad
nice.
buys these. I can't even remember what they're called, but he buys expensive ass boots like once every 5 years, and you can see him in the living room going. Shh, shh.
Luchase, Justin, Ticovos,
These sound good.
Madino,
He's up
Armando, Cabral, Arquihari.
I can't remember what kind.
Damn, I've never heard of any of these brands.
I'll text him see if he's aware.
They're probably Ariats.
And Carhartt's been compromised too.
Why?
Too many fashionable red flag people wearing it.
No,
Yes,
no,
that's-
they're
dude,
still making
yeah.
a lot of money. You want to know what they did? It's a sickening thing that'll make you throw up.
You can wear a Carhartt hoodie and be really cool, but my Carhartt double knee rip stop pants are not cool.
I have
bet they are
Carhartt
cool though. I
overalls
bet
that
they
cool.
are.
Fucking hate
I
it.
bet
No,
they
no,
are
no,
cool.
You're wrong. Anything card is cool. Maddie
Yeah,
Matheson wears
literally.
it. You're cool. I have these overalls.
Real Tree is even cool now. Real Tree has been compromised.
Let me spit at you for a second.
It's these people who with fucking soft fucking hands wearing this shit.
Fair.
man.
No, well, Maddie Matheson, the chef, loves wearing this Carhartt.
It's a cosplay. Yeah.
I'd say he's pretty soft-handed chef, but he's also hard-handed.
You're right. They're cosplaying being working men.
I
Yeah,
don't
they-
appreciate him being in a hardcore band though. Everyone in the hardcore community hates it too. They're like, no, you
Who?
don't. Maddie Matheson. He's like in Pigsty now.
I hate that guy.
I know.
Hey,
But
yeah,
hey, let me just spit
that
at
would
you
not
for
be
a
a
second.
Jack guy.
I got
Yeah.
this Carhartt overalls.
Oh my God, he does talk like that. Too.
Apparently Carhartt. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Mike Matheson. It's annoying. It gets old. It gets old.
Yeah,
It gets old.
it's
It's
annoying.
old. It gets old.
Damn, Mike, your beard is so full.
You're what I think about every day.
Dude,
I'm
no, that's a
trying.
full beard, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm talking about full beard.
But yours is so thick and dense.
What do you mean?
You know, it's pretty dense, but look at
No,
the
your
density.
color makes you think you're not dense.
Look at
you're
the
dense.
density there. It's a lot. And
Tell
I
this
mean,
man.
you got
What
it
were we
all the
just
same
talking about?
length.
I think we're all secretly working on beards.
We were talking about Maddie Matheson being
No,
gay.
I'm still there. I'm still there.
But what were you talking about? Him being in a
Carhartt
band?
quality control
Oh,
being so
Carhartt.
down the shitter, it makes me sick.
They're like, people are buying this shit no matter what.
Listen to this.
It's almost if the durability has no meaning in the matter, you know?
Did you ever see my tie-dye overalls I got for Christmas, Halloween?
No, you
The
probably
shop-
wouldn't show them to me because I'd make fun of you.
I stopped. There's only a small window of time where you can
I-
wear them. It's hot for me. I can't wear that big piece of this all the way over my balls. I get real hot. The months I could wear overalls probably journey between late December to early February, like 2 months out of the year. But anyway, I got gifted a pair of Carhartts from my girlfriend's mother. They're amazing, right? I'm wearing them. I look so cool. This like latch on the elastic that latches, it's like this crimped thing that a machine crimps.
Damn, he punched that hand.
And it came uncrimped. There's like no fixing it. You could pry it open, try to shove it back in, and somehow maybe hammer rivet it shut, which Mark did for me. But they still, I was like, no, we're sending.
JB Weld.
Yeah, plastic it up, kind of. It would kind of like.
No, like the tiniest little bits of drops of that in there.
You're right. That would embody.
It's such a to-do, though.
They replaced
Such a
them,
to-do.
and the new pair I have not worn because I'm scared. I'm like, I don't want to be heartbroken again by. Oh, got the cool brand. I got the cool thing.
He'll be
Of course
Carhartt
they're
broken.
not dude, I'm wearing it one day and I think I like lean and it goes and like so it was like a full seam. Most of it just ripped away, and it was like hanging on by like what I would call a thread. And sure, we fixed it a little. We unbent it.
And that was a Carhartt product?
Dude, don't buy that shit unless you're buying vintage, I guess.
Yeah, it's supposed to be durable. They've been compromised.
My
big time.
Carhartt
Coal
coat
miner
is
wore
so
this.
fucking old. It has the craziest patina to it. It's insane
Yours
looking.
is pretty cool. Is it not a sweater shirt?
No, it's a fucking Carhartt jacket. The thing they sell.
Yeah, you've wore it here before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that thing looks vintage and nice.
It just has rips on the sleeves here, but that also makes it look kind of cool.
The more
Because
quality.
I've worn
thing,
it carrying wood and shit.
Yeah, I bet some of these like true Carhartt guys, like 60 years old, been working like all their life. I bet they walk by some kids and they be getting some strange looks, and they probably have no idea why these kids are looking at them the way they are. But they're probably like, "Damn, that guy is dripping," or whatever the fuck they say.
I
you
hope
know?
not.
Like, damn, look at they got the vintage Carhartt top with the real tree pants, and he got some Timberland boots. Oh my
the only
god!
drip I can respect is like if someone's wearing like vintage Jenkos, like a vintage Iron Maiden tee with like some like
No, but that's cool if it's like your cousin's old one. But if you went on like some gay website
right.
reseller and paid $8 for some T-shirt that's old, you're fucking retarded.
Yes, I don't understand. Like it's like circling back to the style stuff. Sure, I spend money on stupid shit, but I don't. The amount of money you would need to spend to afford your hobby of I like weird, cool clothing, shoes and shirts and shorts and socks.
And someone's gonna be like, "Hey, nice shirt," and you'll be like,
I'm not gonna.
"Yes,
I'm not gonna
they
talk.
said nice shirt."
Oh, $160 worth
this.
it.
All right.
It's
Kill yourself.
You just
I'm
nailed
not gonna
it.
talk too much
Jack-
shit on that because we have a friend.
Jack, you just nailed it.
We have a friend who collects the.
Hey,
who
nice
does
shirt.
collect-
And if someone says, "Hey, nice shirt," and you say, "Hey, thank you," you didn't make that fucking shirt. You just have the shirt.
Yeah.
You should say, "Hey, nice thing you made."
That's
And
like
you
the
say,
tattoo.
Thank you.
That's like when you that you're comparing to a perfect thing. It's like when you say you walk by a tattoo that was just been done by your boy, and you say, "Hey man, that's real nice," and then the client looks at you and says, "Thank you." You just received it, you stupid! You didn't
least I had to
do
go through-
it. I'm
at
not
least I had to-
talking to you.
At least I had to go through pain. I guess you have to go through pain to buy
Yeah.
a vintage T-shirt.
You
Talking to
earned
some
it,
fucking
sure.
retard that's selling it. That's pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
saying right now that Jack shirt that he's wearing is if what's the word?
Come on, I'm talking fashion over here.
If we're talking-
rocking this,
You know the hipster mentality? If the hipster mentality governs price point, that's worth like $300. And it goes up to, it's like, oh my God, this is like a vintage Hermes shirt. That thing, if kept in good shape in 20 years, may just sell online or you could probably transfer it to another
it's
guy's
a cheap
brain.
Chinese print thing. It's
That's
not gonna hold up.
No, that
It's
shirt
gonna
will
fall apart.
become what like the equivalent of like a brain-to-brain NFT in like 20 years, where you're on your deathbed and some other guy on his deathbed needs to decorate his like in-person avatar that holograms and fucks his wife at his house, like the robot version of yourself.
Man,
And
I
you're like,
heard
I'm buying that shirt for my guy.
I heard the other day that buying a do-rag on NBA 2K costs more than buying a do-rag in real life. That's
Yeah.
been a big talk.
Do-rags are like 60 cents, bro. Even in prison, they're 60 cents.
And they're like $5 on 2K to put a do-rag on your player.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true.
who
That
do you
is
think
good.
is laughing in a suit with the Who do you think has the devil outfit on at the top of
Definitely not a
that?
Chinese guy. Definitely a guy from
Canada.
Canadians. The Jews are Canadians on the show
The
now.
culture.
In the restaurant
the
industry,
culture.
it's Canadians. Just so you know.
Oh, what?
In the restaurant industry, it's Canadians.
Oh no, that's blacks.
Right.
I was
Chinese.
doing the who owns the 2K.
Oh, no,
and makes
yeah,
the
yeah,
money.
yeah. Fair,
They're not Chinese, means they're not black. And you said they're Canadian. I thought, okay, Canadians are Jews then.
Wow, so it is them. They own EA, right?
Probably.
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 Some Danny McBride looking motherfucker. I don't know. I don't even know.
You know, they say
guy
that
sucks.
that they used to make the movies like somewhere in Texas for the longest time, and nobody was hiring the Canadians. We'll keep calling them.
They made the movie.
And then
No, it was
What does he
Edison
mean?
and like it was in like New Jersey or something.
What do
maybe.
you mean?
But
They
either
made
way,
the movies
or like all movies used to not be made in Hollywood,
before
California.
Hollywood.
Well,
you're
there was
talking.
like 12 cameras, so they were all up in
That's
New
true.
Jersey.
So
Like,
yeah, it
come
was a
on over
lot
to
easier.
Star Citizen's house and film a movie. Was that what happened?
Yep, and then the Canadians got fed up and they created their own Hollywood.
And, like
and-
the weather here is sick.
yeah,
You're
and
telling me
they
the
picked a good
Canadians
spot.
invented Hollywood?
Yeah,
What? No
And
way.
they own it.
yeah.
Oh, the Canadians are them, and the
Mike can't keep up with our announcers.
No, yeah, you're right. All right. So wait, what? So
then Disney was out there.
They were in New York, New Jersey area, and they're like, we're going to migrate to. How do they talk?
That was pretty good at first. It was almost.
It's
Young
hard.
Schmeckle.
That's
Young Schmeckle.
That's better. That's
Yeah,
better.
my young Schmeckle. We're migrating to the West Coast.
Oh,
we gotta get the gold, and we gotta
jeez.
make open Hollywood.
The key is to talk like Tommy Pickles' grandfather. That's the key.
Babushka. Oh, Squinty. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Yeah, we were indoctrinated by the
Just
Canadians at a
kill
young
me.
age. Oh, he's got this tiny hat. He's a tiny hat person.
Oh, the weather.
I tell you what, though, my cousins are Jewish, right? And,
Are they hilarious?
And their grandfather was the funniest fucking
Why
person.
are they so funny?
They're so funny. Hey, this old guy. Hey, what is this? I had like a really low voice, but it was like I can't do it. But he was so funny.
My one buddy's got this Jewish friend we always call to hang out. And he's always like, "Do you want to hang out?" He's like, "No." And we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Hanging out at home."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come on, hang out with us." He's like, "No."
Who's buddy? What buddy?
It's this my friend Philip in Damascus. His one friend always comes over,
Why
but
is he trying to get his friend over there who doesn't want to come?
I don't know. We just call him every time I
Leave
come
him
hang out.
alone.
Because I've had fun hanging out with him a couple times. So every time I come up there, we call him, and he's like, kind of just chilling tonight.
And my aunt Lori though, her whole temperament, and she's Canadian too. Her whole temperament is just like, whoa, what is this? What's that? Whoa.
What?
Yeah, what? Yeah,
Kyle's
literally.
mom.
Dude,
Your aunt-in-law?
it literally
Or
is
your
like
aunt?
that. My aunt.
Aunt is Canadian?
Cause
Oh, yeah.
like Dana and Brad,
You
their
got that in your
mom grew up Jewish, and my uncle Skip grew up Christian.
So this motherfucker.
So when you got a Jewish mom, you're Jewish. That's how
So
it
wait,
works.
your family's trying to act like you're not Jewish?
Nah, that's
Your mom's side at all?
He married in.
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so Rex is like, if I'm guessing from his golden
So
complexion.
no, my uncle Skip is
His dad or his mom's brother.
married into a Jewish family.
Which uncle?
Uncle Skip?
Mom? Side?
Yeah, mom's side. Yep.
Let's talk about dad.
He comes from Ohio.
Right.
Migrated to the shore.
Your grandparents on your mother's side are the ones that are local, right?
Yeah.
Your
Yep.
grandparents on your father's side, I couldn't say I ever met.
Yeah, they're more Midwestern.
Where they at? I mean, where were they back in the day?
They moved a lot, but they stayed in Ohio and then they moved to South Carolina for some reason.
Okay. It was always the...
Y'all ever do the 23andMe or whatever the fuck it's called?
Fuck no.
It is interesting.
I get that,
giving
I
them
get that for my dog before I get that for
yeah,
myself.
who knows what
Dude,
they'll have something on me for
Eon-
life. Yeah.
We'll be dead in the vastness of the void.
No need.
Floating, nothing happening. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, and you're going to wake up and some alien's going to be looking at you because you spit in some tube and they've
Yeah.
resurrected you.
Pissed
And
in
you're-
it, probably. I
you're
think I
like,
pissed in it.
No. That's what I think's going to happen with the 23andMe people.
You don't think that's going to happen because the sock you forgot about when you were 13 is still there?
We talked about
We
this on
talked about the
podcast.
sock
We
thing.
don't jizz in
No
socks.
one jizzes in a sock.
Okay.
You squat over a trash can or
No,
the toilet.
Kevin, that is not relaxing. You're supposed to be relaxing with candles.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
way better than putting a rough sock over your wiener and just
That
letting
is
it out.
that is a funny visual.
Yeah,
There's
Just
only like
knees all poked out.
yeah, just being like that's like that's
a little
very like
gremlin.
that's
You're
like
gooning.
clinical or
You're gooning.
medicinal at that point.
You're right. That's
Yeah.
how you do it at the sperm donation
Yeah, you're like,
place.
let me get this out of the way and get through the day. I'm not relaxing or anything.
You gotta keep a couple. Can I get a couple cups for home? I
You're all
struggle with
done?
my socks.
You're all done, and then you're like, oh, my legs. Oh, my
You're at the
legs.
sperm clinic and you just hand them the sock and you're like, I have it, dude.
It's already hard.
Some guy back there with rubber gloves just wringing your sock out.
God damn. That's nasty.
Oh, man, this sock is cheesecloth filtered all the good
You have to
ones
reta-
out.
You have to retain your load before you go to the sperm clinic. Didn't they tell you, like, don't beat for a few days?
Yeah, it's kind of like when you get a major operation and you can't drink or eat for a certain amount of hours. I think it's like that.
I never listened to that.
How far did you ever shoot? Farthest in your life? Like, let's just put it into perspective. If you
Into
were,
my own eye by accident.
that's pretty. Yeah, and you're, ow! It was going fast,
Probably could have hit the corner here.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, you sometimes you impress yourself, right? Have you ever?
Back in the day, though.
let's
Back
just-
in the day.
Let's just per se.
I got a big hole,
Yeah, that sucks.
so I got no pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fair. What if you were like,
Jam some lint in there.
If you were just say in a, I'm just gonna be explicit, doggy style, right?
Okay.
Have you ever shot over the field goal?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Isn't that the best?
No, because it's on the bed then.
I don't know.
It's on like
The headboard.
it's on whatever it's on. It's impressive.
When you pull out and then she sees it, she goes, huh. That'd be crazy.
And if you pull out and she goes, huh.
That's happening.
She's got to like lay back like an outfielder.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. What is that about? Is it like a certain recharge? It's like a video game to me.
No, it's
There's a lot of factors, Mikey.
We could really get into it, but
I think it's
too many factors.
I think it's just like
it's you holding out as long as possible.
it's
not
average
less.
wiener. It's average wiener cannon, is my opinion. Large balls with an average wiener cannon.
His opinion is
it
average
shoots
wiener
far.
cannon.
Shoots far.
The sperm is made in the balls.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It is.
Little ball. Sperm
Not little.
factory.
One way bigger than the other, just ready to go.
And
just
the
ready
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Ocean City.
If you could give sexual advice to someone who's never had sex before, what one piece of advice would you give them?
The clit looks like a small penis.
That'll get you going.
That'll get her going.
I was thinking about that. No,
Are they them?
Mine would be to compliment that. Be like, dude, your pussy is pretty. Looks good.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're-
compliments.
They're
Say weird
they're all,
stuff
They're all
to it.
scared of that thing.
Say
you know what I mean?
weird
Because
stuff.
it is horrifying. The vagina, huh?
Yeah, and
You know
when
what I
you
mean?
get
Like,
down
be
there,
really,
I think when
it's
a
a pit.
woman
It's a real pit.
realizes
you
that
have to really lie and be like, it looks great. I like the way
That's
it
a
looks.
work of art.
Wow.
when a woman realizes that the man in front of her is willing to get down in front of it, get sloppy like a slip and slide, and then compliment it, that you're right. That is going to make them
Yeah.
want to marry you.
You want
so.
them to relax.
Because in reality, it's a real
Compliment.
mess. It's a real
Exactly,
mess.
that's what I'm saying. You
So-
got-
What did God cut you open here?
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
healed?
it's like God was like, we're done. Oh, shit.
With his godly blade?
Done.
Oh, don't hide that under a bushel basket. Let's take that hood off. Oh, yeah.
yes.
There we go. We got to let that thing shine.
But yeah, that's my advice. Tell them it looks good. Just lie.
Yeah. Hey, why do women wear perfume and makeup?
You can't let me be the only one to give it. But what? Why?
Because they're ugly and they smell bad. Yeah. It's an old street joke.
I have telling you, sometimes the smells left behind in my work.
What?
Sometimes, I'm not even going to get too specific, but the
You
smells.
pierced a little clitty?
No, just not even that, dude. Just like the nervous, like sometimes the armpits produce like a shot's worth of sweat within a session.
Oh, wow, I bet.
I'm gonna throw
You're
up.
smelling
I'll
all
be
kinds
cleaning
of
off the table.
pheromones.
Cleaning, no, I don't really smell the sweat, but sometimes, yeah, you're like,
Dude.
you're an Italian onion right there, and you're
Oh,
just gonna,
God, that's
your
smelly.
nervousness is translated into 2 onions worth of smell, and that's never gonna get out of this piercing room. We don't have HVAC, we have split units, so my corner becomes this like, dude, JJ eats his fucking. Oh my god!
Oh, no.
This is worse than
Work
any
lunch.
body odor I've ever
Work
gotten.
lunch is terrible.
This motherfucker, I love you, JJ, but he
Not
eats
fish,
his,
right?
No, he'll go get the halal next door.
Just don't eat all day. How
They
about
put
that?
their chicken on it, and they put the ranch smear, and they put the barbecue smear, whatever it is. And I know it's tzatziki and some other sauce, but whatever it is, they put it on there. My whole room fills up with this like humid smell. Of,
Where does he eat it?
it is okay? So if my room is like
I know where his little bench is. You shouldn't be eating there. That's where you tattoo people.
floor plan, JJ's room. My
I know
room is
where
in the
it
back
is.
corner,
Okay,
right here,
we got a little bird's eye
right
view
here. His station is in the corner of the shop, right here. And
Yeah.
my room is in a room right next to it, so it gets trapped in there. I hope that.
Tell him to not eat his fucking food there.
Disgusting.
we don't do that to each other. I'm just
Dude,
like,
there's a lot of psyops happening in modern day civilization. I think one of the biggest ones is the 3 meal a day fallacy. That is killing
You think
people,
that's a
dude.
Oh my
psyop?
god.
That is a psyop.
get him, Jack.
I gotta send you the guy I've been watching, Killdozer TV.
Why? What is he up to?
He's been doing these food challenges, and the one he just did one day ago was the liquid diet. For 3 days, he only drank calorie-free liquids.
How? So water? What else is there?
Well, it was, or some stuff had like 10 calories. It was like,
Cool.
you know,
so
like
real, like,
energy drinks that have like
What
zero,
about
like a
fiber?
Bang energy drink had
What
0
about-
calories. Or
Yeah.
What about
he drank
fiber?
like sparkling water.
okay. So you're getting some
He drank like a buy,
sweeteners
a
and
buy.
stuff.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
not
know.
good.
Yeah, the dude's insane.
What
His
about-
channel cracks me the fuck up, though.
So what did he shit liquid for
I don't know.
Yeah, he's
But
getting
he
some
said
chemicals
that
for
when
sure.
he got out of college, he weighed like 300 and something pounds, and he said, and I lost 80 pounds in like I can't remember how long. Like it was like an absurd amount of time. He said, so I ate once every 3 days. That's how I lost weight.
Damn. Like, it's that easy. It's that easy.
The dude's insane. He's mentally ill the way.
But he was
you'll
probably
lose
getting some
weight with all these
chemicals.
weird pockets. You
He
won't
has
lose it
this-
healthily.
Yeah, well, yeah, don't get fat to begin with.
He
That's
does
definite.
this thing where he ate for 7 days. He ate food with red 40 and everything that he ate.
Yeah, so like
Everything he ate.
at
has
least
red
all the other
40
food was
in it.
diluting the chemicals. Because now you're just getting just straight chemicals
And then
in
he
that
did this
body.
one where he ate only food that he could buy at like Marshalls for 7 days. Because
Weird. They got a
Marshalls,
weird food section.
It has
Yeah.
like one aisle of like the dumbest shit. And
Yeah,
he
he's
was, like,
getting just nothing but candied covered peanuts. And,
yes, and he was eating like potted tuna and shit. It was
and like
disgusting.
vegetable chips.
But yeah,
shit
this
like
guy
that.
cracks me up. But yeah,
Vegetable chips.
your 3 meals a day thing reminded me of him. That's he's like he lost weight by he's like I ate once every 3 days. Mm-hmm. So
Dude,
fasting.
Trust me, eating once a day and only eating once a day is the way. It is the way.
I guess. What time?
You pick the time. What do you think is best for you? And make a
I'd
big
eat, like,
meal
have
of
to
it
eat,
too.
like 7 p.m.
and eat a big meal. Eat a big meal. Eat as much as you want, but just eat that one time
a day. The best
One
time for
time a
me,
day. Yeah.
even if it's right before bed.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take Kevin's advice and start doing this and committing to it. Because what I already
It's not best to do it right before bed, but if it's just once a day, you can eat anytime
2 hours
you want.
before bed.
Anytime.
2
That's
hours before
totally
bed.
fine. Totally
That's
fine.
gonna be impossible for me.
I can
Like-
skip all meals.
Let your body digest what it already has. It needs hours and hours and hours to do that.
Here's how I like to start my day, and I'm gonna tell you all my explicit details right now. I wake up, and I have these things I like from Aldi. This baby food pouch of spinach and kale.
Yep.
It's like just like, nutritious and fruit puree.
That guy killed Other TV. 7-day challenge, baby food only.
Oh,
He
God.
ate so many of those
He
pouches.
killed people.
He ate so many of those pouches.
Who did he kill?
Why?
What do you mean why? You said killed what?
He ate baby
Killed
food
Dozer.
only.
You probably said killed Dozer.
He eats baby foods.
Well, and
Dude,
one of
they're
his
89
challenges.
cents, and it's like this has this much this, and it's just pureed fruit and
A
vegetables.
lot of sugar in that.
No.
But,
Vegetable, not really.
No sugar.
No,
Oh, really?
You'd be
The
surprised.
baby food, they don't add sugar to it.
I choose.
well, I
spinach
mean,
and
not
kale.
added sugar, but there's a lot of sugar in that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
if you get there's blueberry ones and yogurt
Insane
ones,
amount
but
of
I
sugar,
choose
yeah.
the kale and carrot or pear and spinach. I try to get the green ones, and I look in the back and it's clear. And I'm like, that's good. That's good stuff, right?
Get as much
And
fiber
I
in
look
there.
at the sugar and it's like not extra. It's got to be just whatever sugar the fruit has in it. But I drink it, and then I like to have these shots that they have. It's ginger or turmeric, and I'll drink those. And sometimes I can just go all day, and then I can just eat like late at night at 10 o'clock, and then just reset in the morning and do the same thing.
Nice.
Just drink and eat the baby food, and not eat anything all day.
Yep. And when you're hungry throughout the day, just have a little pint of water.
But I still have this. It's not going to be making you in shape, tell you that.
It'll shred you up. Hell yeah.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Not just skipping meals and stuff and eating unhealthily.
You're going to like the way you look.
I already did. What I'm saying is I've done it before. I've done it
I
many
already
times.
do.
Yeah, I had a buddy in high school who was really fat, and when he lost a ton of weight, I was like, dude, how'd you lose all that weight? He's like, I starved myself.
Yeah, yeah. You can't eat as much as you
He's like, I
want.
just didn't eat
Yeah.
like I wanted to.
It's a willpower thing at that point. You're like, I'm tired of girls not wanting me and my dick sinking into my body and they can't suck it right.
Because life really is just waiting for that next meal a lot of the times. It's like, damn, I guess I'm just waiting around till lunch. I guess
Well,
I'm just
think
waiting
about how
around till breakfast because eating food is awesome.
Think about fatties.
Mm-hmm.
They love it. They
They
eat it all
love
the
it.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
They
I
need like 5 meals a day.
Yeah, people eat when they're not hungry. Insane. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Well, weed makes you want to do that, but I've learned that it's just like
That
knock
doesn't
it.
even really do that to me. I don't even sit there and eat chips and shit.
No, I'll sit there and I'll be like, chips are staring at me. Yeah, that's not going to benefit you.
I
If
like to get stoned and eat my actual meal though, and it
Yeah.
makes me enjoy it.
And I struggle with snacking as much as anybody too, man. I love the snacks, but you got to try hard to keep it to that one meal, like an actual meal. With,
you really sticking by 1 meal a day?
I mean, sometimes I definitely stray from that, but I try to just keep it to one. One meal a day.
Tries.
I made a brisket on 4th of July for the first
Oh
time.
yeah, I saw that.
It took fucking forever, but it was so good.
It took forever, just the cooking process. How long did you stay in wherever it was?
Probably like 6.5 or 7 hours.
Nice. Did you just
Only
get
that
tired of
small
waiting, or
thing.
were you like, it's perfect?
No, it was perfect. It was perfect. I stood at my counter and ate the whole thing, drunk as shit.
Man, they didn't have any chuck at the Food Lion the other day, so we had to get brisket, and that was a nice little change of pace in the stew that we had. We actually put brisket into our beef stew.
Oh yeah,
It was so good.
That's what you do if you fuck up a brisket. Most of the time. You
Yeah.
just turn it into stew. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so easy and nice.
My smoker is fucked up. Every time I was touching it, it was shocking me,
Oh God!
and it flipped the breaker in the garage when I plugged it in. So I think that's the last time I want to use it.
What was shocking you, smoker?
The smoker, yeah.
Damn,
What, is it the smoker's fault or your breaker's fault?
It's just an old smoker.
you touched it, just like the outer
Touched
shell or
what?
something.
Every part of it. It just all got electrified.
Dude.
Something wrong with it.
No, yeah, stop. You gotta stop.
And it flipped the ground fault interrupter on the garage plug. So I think maybe if didn't have that,
You would have gotten really shocked.
I think I might have like gotten electrocuted.
Damn. Hey, Mike, can you look up a video for me? Can you type in boxer Thailand electrocuted? This happened last week, and it was crazy. This
Yeah,
boxer won a boxing match.
And then
Gets
died?
up. No, he didn't die, but it looked like he might have.
Well, electrocuted means death. So
Is that what that means?
yeah. You
Really?
can't
Cushion.
get electrocuted in
So what did he get? Electrified? What did he get?
shock.
From the
Just shock.
shoddy stadium lighting? Oh my god.
Electrocuted, you know.
Do
you get,
better,
you know, you get
Thailand.
executed.
Hey, Thailand,
Yeah,
if
this
you
is
can
crazy.
have all these lady
Check
boys
this
and
out.
you can't make sure that your guy cannot
Yeah,
get...
So he's just trying to hold on to that while he's celebrating his victory, and he gets
At a
it's,
controversial
Oh
Shock.
my
That is so
fucking
scary.
god, dude.
That's so fucked up.
Makes you not want to touch anything metal.
yeah.
It's
Play the
invisible.
whole thing if they got it, because he falls completely out, and then he wakes up and he just starts pretending it never happened. He dives in the water.
Parshikov.
Oh, so he's a strong motherfucker who's getting shot.
He gets up and keeps celebrating after this.
Controversial cannabis-themed
He's out.
boxing event
Oh
in Thailand.
my fucking...
They say cannabis themed?
Spectacle.
Dude,
Maybe.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you that the epinephrine shot or the adrenaline shot that they would have given him is already in him, so he just got up. After that
Oh,
win,
probably.
he's like,
Parshikov
I'm flying. It's crank 2 up in
Dude.
this motherfucker. I'm
Touches
Jason
onto
Statham.
a lighting truss and gets totally shocked.
He put his trust in that truss, and nothing ever happened, and they made a big fuss.
Ah, that's great.
Tell Eminem
That's
to buy
great.
that from me.
collapsing
Mm-hmm.
under
But you see, the ring is in the middle of some water. He gets up right after that and just dives in. It's like, woo, yeah. After getting shocked, he goes right into a body of water.
cleared by medics. Incredibly, the 29
Could that technically?
What are they saying?
surrounding the ring, joking about the ordeal, and later sharing footage of himself undergoing electrotherapy treatment. Parshikov
Yeah,
joked
good
on
sense of humor.
That's what scared the shit out of me.
Speaking
Thailand.
of the South Park episode, we started watching season 8 the other week,
What
so
South
now
Park
when we
episode?
watch it, I think we're on 10. And the Bono one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dude.
10 Katie Cure.
That is such a
That-
good one. Yeah,
The
yeah,
shit he
yeah.
takes, he
can't-
spirals
Is
up
that-
on it.
And they
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
beat him because Bono is the biggest piece of shit.
Yeah, it's so
He
amazing.
didn't take the biggest shit. He is the biggest shit.
They
Dude.
can do some dumb and clever stuff
They
at the
did
same
better.
time.
I thought season 8 was pinnacle, but it gets better.
Yeah, dude, it gets so good.
think it
I've been
keeps
watching
getting
it too.
better.
I'm on the latest season, and it's not that great.
When they hit their stride, it was a very special thing, and it was like season like 7 through like 15, maybe and all the way up to 20.
Yeah,
What
really
was
is
the
up
new
to
shtick?
20.
It was like South Park does this.
Well, it was like the PC Baby season. The one season they do a different intro each episode.
Oh no, Jesus is back this season, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, they just delayed the new season, and
And they were
That's what
pissed.
it was. It
Yeah.
was like South Park. New
Trey
season.
Parker was pissed.
Yeah.
They're like, thanks for
Why-
fucking up our show.
Why they delay it?
Said a bunch of statements like that. Who knows?
because
Who
South
delayed it?
Comedy Central.
So people still on basic cable watch it as it airs.
Probably just on.
Talking to the
I guess
microphone.
somebody does, but
I thought the microphone was just fine.
it's on Paramount Plus or whatever the fuck, probably.
Paramount Plus.
But also, isn't it? I mean, it's on HBO.
The old
Max.
episodes are on HBO.
South Park's on a lot of platforms.
I'm willing to bet that no one goes out of their way for Paramount Plus, and it's like Comcast holding up some deal for.
I have that one.
They're like,
You have
yeah,
Paramount?
but you got it free included with.
No, that's one of the ones I pay for.
Oh, wow. The only ones I would really pay for is Netflix and Max.
Yeah, I
The
like
other
that.
side of my
Well,
life.
Prime is a must-have.
Yeah,
We already got Prime, right?
I pay for Prime.
I
but
pay for
not
Prime,
its-
and then I have Max through Prime, and then
I like getting stuff through Prime.
You have Max through Prime?
You get Apple
Yeah, that's what you do.
TV through Prime, Stars through Prime.
I have Max.
Paramount Plus. Bro.
Somehow Max is grandfathered into my life because they drilled through my septic that one time. Remember that?
Oh yeah, you told us about that. That is so
you-
sick.
It just exists. I have a login. I don't question it.
Max
And
to the
then
max.
I pay for Netflix, and then she pays for Hulu, and then no Paramount. I have The Office. You know, that's on the only thing I would watch on there. is The
Yeah,
Office.
and they didn't do the Workaholics movie, and they said they
They
would. and
did one that sucked with Shaggy.
well, that was on Netflix, and I enjoyed that one. I love that movie.
They caught me on the counter. They just made him do that
Yeah,
and then killed him. That was dumb.
It was awesome.
Killed Shaggy.
But I wanted to see that Workaholics movie, and
The terrorists make him perform, and then they're just like not impressed.
What are you
Boom.
talking about?
They write-
there was a movie that
uncut
the
gems
Workaholics guys did, and it was called Game Over, Man. It's on Netflix. It's a riot. It
why would
really is.
Why was I thinking it's called Tower Heist?
Because it's kind of like a tower heist type of movie. It's like
it
some
literally is in a
terrorists.
skyscraper.
Yeah, some terrorists. They take over a hotel, and then the bellboys are the last hope of everybody.
It's
the-
like
the
if
fuck-up
Scary Movie
bellboys.
did Tower Heist and called it that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's the same thing but funny.
And Marv from Home Alone is the boss, and he has a great character. There's a lot of good cameos in that movie.
That's Marv. He's
Yeah.
the one that shoots Shaggy.
Yeah, he's the guy who gets his dick cut off. He's an old quarterback. He's always
Very
throwing
funny.
things. Yeah.
Very funny getting the bad guy's dick cut off. In the end.
Can you look up the AI band, the Velvet Sundown? Have you heard about this?
Oh
No.
my god.
Have you heard about this?
What? No.
Where?
What's
what
the
country?
genre?
Just they've been like on Spotify charting, and no one can find out.
Oh,
if
it's
they're
a
real
band.
and no one
Oh.
can tell if they're real or not.
I
But
thought you
Spotify
meant.
charting doesn't matter.
Okay.
I thought you meant BANNED.
It doesn't matter that much. It doesn't mean that the real charts will recognize them. But if Black Sabbath happens to Spotify chart, sure, it's great, right?
Look it up. What are you doing?
I'm just being my take without knowing anything about it. Is that
What are you doing right now? What are you on a YouTube video for?
to show it?
So this Velvet Sundown is that what it's called?
Read something. We're a video right now. Don't watch another video.
Come on, we can't watch videos on a video. You Red Band watches videos. What the fuck? The guy you cut off?
Red Bar.
Yeah, that guy you love. He watches
Okay, watch
them.
it. What's the?
1 million monthly
So are you gonna hear him here? Or?
including
Hopefully.
Dust on the Wind and End the Pain among their top
No, you're
hits.
God,
Taking
man.
Dust on the Wind. Damn, and it sounds like some old 70s shit.
Greta
Damn.
Van Fleet.
Damn.
Wolfmother reminds me.
It's pretty much over. It is.
Most people thought
I don't know
something
what
was
I'm gonna do.
Keep listening to what she's saying then.
I thought
If
maybe
you've been
the
on-
video
God.
sucked, but then it ended up being perfect.
love. It seemed like which can generate songs based off prompt words such as country.
So who gets this
battle,
money?
love.
That's
it
what
seemed like
people
the
don't
band
know.
was denying
Who these
using
people
AI
are.
with a Twitter profile.
They deny it on their
claimed to be
Twitter.
Their official account
Yeah,
saying,
they have a Twitter and an
"Record
Instagram,
everything
but no one can find out any of who. They can't trace it back to any of the original members.
Crazy.
This
Yeah.
is not a joke. This is our music written in a long, sweaty nights in a cramped bungalow.
Yeah, I
in
think they're
California.
fucking around.
Of course.
That is great, dude.
Real minds, real instruments, real soul. Every chord, every lyric, every mistake. Human.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't hear no mistakes. It's perfectly produced. Great
sounds
music.
good. It sounds good,
Just like the country. What is it? Driving in my truck,
dude.
swerving through the mud.
But first, I gotta
like
get
drinking
out
on
of
a
my
beer.
driveway. That song is such a banger.
Yeah.
My driveway needs to be wider because my wheels are wide.
Yeah. The more
Right,
the more
right.
it rains, the more I drink, and it's been raining a lot. But first, I gotta make it out of my driveway.
That just about DUI.
That's like one of the most perfect songs
Every
I've ever heard in my
mistake.
life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotta say, last week, when on the way home, I made funny jokes on the way home.
Oh, you did, yeah.
I got pulled over right before my house.
Damn. My
ran-
dad just did too. He got
Dude.
pulled over like
Was he drinking?
feet away from
I
the
know me and
driveway.
Rex like to drink.
No, he hadn't been actually.
Feet from the driveway.
Feet from the driveway.
I was at the shitty stop sign with the ghetto Asian market, whatever that used to be the Asian store.
And we're talking
Actual Asians. This is interesting.
Actual Asians. I ran the stop sign. The dude in front of me had like taken a right, and I like ran it. I was like, this guy, I'm tired of going slow behind this guy. I'm running this light that I'm always at. There was 2 cars at Lake Street coming. And of course, the second car was a Dodge Charger. Sheriff. Dude, I would DUI all day. Right?
you would.
Literally ready
You
to
ran-
go.
Damn, that's crazy. You did that. The stop sign.
Dude, I ran the stop sign. I'm fucking tired of it. I'm tired of it all. And also, I felt kind of like, well, you know when you're driving a little inebriated and you feel like a rock star?
Oh yeah, baby.
You know what I mean? So dude. And so the thing happened where the instant lights come on. He's behind me immediately.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said, dude.
Yeah.
Before I take the log cabin road turn, he's on me, right? So I take the turn gentle. I turn off at the house at the corner of Santa Fe, the street before my street. I'm like thinking I could run out and like get to my house and like hide in the crawl space and like just get my car some other time or some shit.
Oh my God.
Take my keys with me.
Yeah.
Just wait it out.
These are
Just
good thoughts to get flowing.
So the first thing that happens is
you're gonna figure it out.
I'm like, I ran the stop sign, and immediately before I passed the Asian marketplace, whatever that dilapidated building is, he's like out. Whoop whoop. I'm like, I do the thing where I'm like, am I dreaming? And I'm just like, this was so human. I could not have done this on my own. I just go. I shook my head like as hard as I could, and I was like, nope, it's real.
Oh my
shit.
God.
And then immediately I started processing, you're going to jail? You're doing, this is all happening? So I like get my phone out and
start texting the boys.
I pull over and I'm at where I told you I'm at. And I'm like, hey, getting pulled over. You know the deal. It's after the podcast. I'm right here by the house. And I thought maybe she would like come try to save me. I'm like drunk. Well, could she come
That's
tell
just
the
gonna
cop
piss an officer off.
The only thing she would do is get your car from being towed, and she would take it. But they'd be like, "You're drunk too, lady."
Yeah, she was in the pool. She was in the like
Exactly. They'd be
inflatable pool
they'd
drinking.
be like, "You're drunk too, lady. You can't take the car."
The
She
only
didn't see
thing.
any of the messages. I ended up getting home, and I was like, "Hey, good to see you. Don't look at your phone." I like.
That's great. That's great.
I was like, "Hey,
That's so funny. It
got
could've-
pulled over. Not like this can't go good." I was
Siri,
like,
erase all my messages.
yeah, but it all was fine. He literally didn't give a fuck about shit.
But I mean,
what
you,
happened?
you were a little lit though.
Okay,
You're
so I
feeling
get-
like a rock star.
I
So.
get pulled over, and I'm like, I got my window on my roadside down, and next thing I know, he's on my other side. I was like, oh shit, I'm an idiot, and I roll my one window up, I roll my window down, and he's like, oh, officer, blah blah blah, blah. You ran the stop sign, blah 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 blah. I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. I was like super weird and honest with him, and he was
The
just
only
like,
thing a cop respects is
What'd you
accepting
say?
your fate.
I grabbed the license and registration and had it for him ready, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I live right around the corner, and I'm sure he saw it on the ID. And I was like, I live right around the corner, and I'm on my way home from a thing I do every Sunday. I think I even said I'm on my way home from a stupid podcast or whatever.
You should. Yeah.
I didn't say stupid, but I was like,
No, you should have. That's great.
That's
I
exactly
was
what you
like
want to say.
Accurate and honest as possible.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was like
So
a
you
young
gotta say
mixed
that.
guy.
show him your phone.
Yeah.
I guess he like saw the thing, and I'm like in the car.
Beer
and he's like,
podcast.
no other cops are pulling up, and like 3 minutes go by. I'm like, is this really gonna I'm gonna be okay? And it was okay. He came back. I'm gonna give you a warning tonight. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I will never run that stop sign again. And you know what? Tonight, I'm not gonna run that stop sign.
You learned your lesson,
Or
dude.
should I?
It's called learning your lesson.
Should I do it?
Hey, don't go feeling like a
Dude, you
big
dare
rock
me?
star.
You
Okay.
dare me? If you're a pussy, if you don't run that fucking stop sign, dude, don't let that guy tell you what to do.
Also, I followed him home usually I take a right out of here,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, it's bad. I shouldn't say it, but like last week, I probably should have not drank so much. So I'm driving home like I'm gonna be driving trailing Jack.
And that does make you feel better as a drunkard.
I mean,
on
he's
the
the
road.
one getting away safe, but I'm trailing him. And then in another group text with our buddy Foamy, I'm like, I'm about to run this fucker off the road. I think I sent some stupid
and you sent a
text.
picture of me. You
Yeah,
sent
I
a picture
sent
of
a-
my car.
Yeah. On the Naylor Mill new juncture they built in between where I used to go stomp around in the cornfields.
New juncture. That's funny.
Whatever that new, where they built one strip mall.
Yeah,
and-
that's like 20 years old, dude.
Yeah, and they developed like nothing along there, like one strip mall.
Michelle's Pretty Paws, where my aunt called and said that she was going to burn it down.
You think they've made enough money to fund that whole highway road section?
I think next time you should just be like, sorry, officer, I feel like a big rock star. I'm driving to my mansion. I passed like 15 cars.
I got a
Do
bathroom
you
I
think
can
you would
play
have
baseball
something like,
in.
all right, warning,
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with you.
And I was trying to do lyrics to Nickelback.
Yeah,
but,
that's what I said. That's what I just said. I
Okay.
got a bathroom I can play baseball in.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Couldn't think of any others.
I got a new tour bus full of old guitars. Those are great lyrics, dude.
In a big bathtub with room for 2 + 3 or something.
Something like that.
Yes,
sluts.
yeah.
Shout out sluts. We love you. But no, this beer we had on.
What we got?
I like your pants around your feet. What's that one?
They do have a couple dirty.
They do.
The one he's talking about fingering her or eating her pussy while her dad comes and catches him in the car.
You're so much cooler when
What's he-
something in your mouth.
Dude, they had that
No, he
one.
says- he's
oh
like-
my God.
I tried to convince him it was her mouth that I was kissing. What's that one?
Animals.
Oh,
Animal.
never gonna quit.
Animals is so good.
I can't think of
It was a old man in the just
What's the hook of Animal?
Got her hand between my. Oh, I'm never gonna quit. That's
ain't
it.
nothing wrong with it. Just acting like
Oh,
we're animals.
And the guitar part is pretty. It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy,
Dude,
So that's the album Dark Horse with the belt buckle. They went heavy on it.
last
No, that's
thing
not.
before Jack is into
Animals
this beer.
is on.
You're right. It's on the road.
Dude, I saw some video footage of Nickelback in Ocean City, and they sounded incredible.
So come on, baby, get in. That's
They
that one. That's that
They
one.
sound exactly like their albums. They
Nickelback
really do.
kills it.
They do.
But no, this
Let me
beer.
read you-
I like this beer so much. I bought a 4-pack.
Look at that shitty sticker. Look at that piece of trash.
And
What's the
then-
name of the beer?
Patio Freak.
Oh, I like that.
Is that the
though.
one you sent me?
Yes.
And I like
Oh
the
my
colors.
God, we're
The
gonna
colors are
try
nice.
it.
I
Hang
loved
on.
it. I loved it so much. I went back and bought 2 more 4-packs. So I had 12 of these motherfuckers.
Other half, it's called Patio Freak.
My favorite beer ever.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Before you do that, I want to read a little something.
Which one? What song is it? Is it
Look
Animals?
at animals. Look at the artwork. It's 2 rhinos humping.
Damn. I mean, kind of.
It says, "So come on, baby, get
Side
in."
saddle.
I'm driving black on black. Just got my license back.
Oh,
I got
yeah,
this
it's a
feeling
full
in my
hump.
veins.
It's
The
talking about
train is
getting
coming
a
off the track as I'll ask polite if the devil needs a ride because
It's
the angel
talking
on my
about
right.
getting a chick into your car and fucking her by the train tracks or whatever, and her dad catching you.
I'm driving past your house while you were sneaking out. I got the car door opened up so you can jump in on the run. Your mom don't know that you were missing. She'd be pissed if she could see the parts of you that I've been kissing, screaming, no, we're never
But
going to
later
quit.
it says, "I gotta convince him it was her mouth that I was kissing." And you're like, "Whoa, he's kissing her."
Trying to
pussy."
convince him it's her mouth that I was kissing.
At best. At best,
Okay.
the pussy.
Here we go. Here's the best part of the song.
Isn't that gross? Kissing pussy? Ugh.
We were parked out by the
This
tracks.
actually looks real nice.
Yeah, it's like Kevin learned, dude.
I
You
got
told him
you.
it looks good. That's not.
Here we go.
This sweaty hole is real nice.
We were parked out by the tracks. We're sitting in the back, and we just got started getting busy when she whispered, "What was that?" The wind, I think, because no one else knows where we are. And that was when I started screaming, "That's my dad outside the car. Oh, please, the
That's
keys.
my dad."
They're not in the ignition. Must have wound up on the floor while we were switching our positions. I
The
guess
song rules.
they knew that
Yeah.
she was missing as I tried to tell her dad that was her mouth that I was kissing."
I wasn't lying. I said that.
For some reason, I'm picturing it in the same rhythm as Bad Girlfriend.
Oh, I'm never gonna
Bad,
quit.
bad girlfriend. That's a different band, right?
But this beer. Okay.
All right, boys,
I-
raise your glasses.
I went and got back and got 2 more 4-packs of this. I've been through 12 of these.
Where at? Delaware?
No.
What place?
Cheers in Berlin.
Are you lucky? I didn't tap.
Why am I lucky?
You get to go to Berlin Cheers because the other Cheers sucks.
Yeah, Jack
Tell me what
basically
you
lives
want.
in
I
the
will
coolest
bring
place.
You them. I will bring you beer. Tell
Bring
what
me
you
a
want.
Cap'n Slice next time.
I will.
Okay.
I love that place. You were right about that place. My
I just said
God.
okay because
seriously
I
the best
realized I
pizza
have
ever.
another bit.
Literally the best pizza ever.
Some
What?
of the best pizza I've ever had. I have another bit I want you to try on. Kevin will appreciate this.
Tell me what you think about your sip.
I haven't sipped yet, but I want to read it and then I want to sip it. 5.2% ABV.
That's another big selling point for me. When I
5.2.
When I look at their ABVs, they are mostly start around 8.
That's high. And
I
we don't
know.
want
I
that.
got shit to do.
What do you know about Thin Man Brewery? Anything?
Thin Man. I've heard
It's
of
a
it.
collaboration with Thin Man.
This one is.
Yep.
Oh,
It
okay,
is,
yeah.
It is. And we'll click on Thin Man after this real quick. A hazy pale ale brewed with our friends at Thin Man, and a blend of hand-selected, we love Motueka, we love Cashmere, and Citra hops, giving notes of lemon lime soda, fruit lollipops, and sweet tangerine. Let me take that on for size.
Yeah,
Mike is gonna
yeah.
be. I love when Mike does this. Oh.
Dude, it's so hard to write like that, but they're correct. Yeah.
That's a 10.
It's a 10. That is really good. Let me just start with the
I
fact.
drank so many of these on 4th of July. I was so hungover.
That's crushable. It's right above a
I
session.
know. I was sitting out there smoking meat, crushing these.
It's
things.
1 clean % above a session IPA. So you can drink like 4 of these and literally from the time of like 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. be fine and maybe need just a 10-minute nap.
Dude, I had 8 of these.
This is like Mike's new shoes. This is like Mike's new shoes.
This is like
Perfectly
Mike's new
toes the line, you know,
Maybe I had
between
9 of these.
Next week I'll wear my newer shoes or the same like my other pair. So these are 480s. I got 440s. I'll show
What's
next
the
week.
one Joe List won't show about? I need my New Balance 4.
Oh, was there one? Yeah, he
Dude,
seems
yeah,
like a New
it's
Balance
insane.
guy.
Because
They're pretty comfortable.
I have plantar fasciitis. My New Balance shoes.
What size you got? You 10 and a half? Can you fit that big old honker
I will
in there?
not reveal my shoe size on the podcast.
I want to get some of those
pretty honking.
toe shoes. I want to get some minimalist shoes. Anybody else?
If you wear up to an 11, you could fit.
I
in
wear the minimalist shoes.
Oh, okay, I got that. But you know, the real ones were like it's like individual toes moving around, the arch.
Oh yeah, the
when, I
Vibrams.
worked at Secrets,
Yeah.
this guy used to wear those.
Those are
Toe
cool.
shoes.
They look ridiculous,
Remember
but
Alex from Secrets, that fucking weirdo?
can't quite.
Good.
Oh,
Alex
I do.
He was like one of the managers.
He was the manager guy. He was the boss
He
man.
would wear those and like all night at Secrets, and we were like, dude, your toe shoes are fucking insane.
I stubbed my toe in my shoe. Ah! Can you imagine?
Because I'm
Oh,
really
Jesus.
grateful that
crowd.
I actually grew up as a barefoot athlete. Like, think about that. I put in hours on the mat in bare feet. My feet got to fully form and develop.
Yeah.
Bro, how are you gonna tell me that? I'm sorry, but look, my middle toe bends to the side. That's gonna fit in that? No way.
It's going to get better and better as your feet adapt. But yeah, some people
show
don't
better
do
camera.
any physical
I don't wanna
activity
see that.
in bare
Show.
feet. Oh yeah, let's
Look
put
at
that on cam.
I mean, look how crooked that is. You're telling me that that's gonna fit.
That's a good claw, Mike. That's
that
a great
toe is
claw.
gonna fit. Do you see that?
Man, all your toes are the same
Dude,
length.
put that
huh?
the fuck down.
Damn.
You're
That is
freaking me out,
weird
man.
looking, right? Look.
Hey, Mike, right back at you, bro. Right back at you.
I'm just saying that ain't fitting in no fucking shoe that says this toe size fits every toe size.
Because the
How you
only thing bad about like a boot or modern day shoes is it's people say it all the time. It's like a cast for your foot. Your foot literally loses some function because it's basically a club when it's in there. You know.
I don't like it.
But
One bit.
I want a nice. I need to kind of sometimes wear the toe shoe and sometimes wear the boot. You know, I want to go back and forth in between because I want my foot protected, but it needs to be able to
Yeah,
move
I
around.
like walking around my yard, watering my plants.
Yeah, because
barefoot.
you don't want to do certain activities in that fucking shoe. You're gonna cut your
Lose
toe
your toe
off or
off. Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get it ran over, something drop on it. You want protection. It's like liberty versus safety. You know, you need a good blend.
Liberty and safety.
Yeah, because like during COVID, they thought less liberty, more safety. You got to stay in your house. You know.
Like that gave us safety.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking about we're all. I mean, did we all get the vaccine or did you avoid it? You avoided
Totally avoided
it. You
it.
did.
I was going to talk about this again.
You got it though, right?
I had to.
We
for
both.
this
Yeah, I
job.
know we had to.
Fucking-
We cucked out. Now our hearts are gonna fail when
I
we're
know.
40. I read some shit. Your heart's gonna fail when you're 40. I hope.
There's some
I-
scary stuff with that
I
vaccine. It was
hope
like
that
RNA
maybe,
and all.
Soros wrote that, and it's not real.
Yeah, I hope it's not real too, guys. Honestly,
I don't know what I'm saying.
that's some crazy
I
shit.
remember one time my dad at Christmas was like George Soros.
I mean, my whole family
Hell
took it.
yeah, dude.
Dude, and he totally went off it now. He's back to church.
I mean,
He had a conspiracy 2 years.
I just told you my dad got pulled over because
Yeah, like
well, I
he-
didn't tell you why. He's actually going through some shit. He's got like a mental decline or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Midlife?
And I feel like it never happened until he got that shot, man. He was always sharp. But, you know.
Same. Trust me. Yeah, I know all about it. My mom's doing the same shit.
Really?
Who knows?
Who knows, though? Never will know. I mean,
So
my
we get the shot and we're not as old, so it doesn't fry our brain as much.
and ever
but
since that vaccine happened, both my grandparents are dead. You know what I mean? I feel like who knows what would have happened without it.
there's definitely a decline in the Tall family as far as the elders and the state of alertness of like, okay, their house is gonna go on the market soon.
You know
and
a
now
Susan Tall?
it's my aunt, unless it's a different. There's probably plenty of
Is that her?
no. Okay, so that's a young Susan.
This is from like
You gotta show me an
that could
older.
be like her mom or something.
Okay,
this is
so
from like,
my aunt-
this is from like the fucking 50s or something.
That
Wait,
can't be
what-
her, right? That can't be her, right?
What, did you just Google?
What are you
Some
doing?
tolls?
No, I found it in a yearbook from Salisbury University, and
Oh,
There's
that's
a
cool.
lot of okay. So
I took a picture for Mike.
Does it look like her?
I wish I could remember the year. It's either 57 or
And there's a lot of
no way
tolls.
unless
that's Salisbury Teachers College. So
There's a lot of
it's
tolls, too.
Really old, yeah.
there's a chance, but there's all these people that I was all my life I've had people be like, "Are you in the Seaford Tolls? Are you part of the Tolls?" No, I'm just the Tolls. I'm just like my dad works at Delmar Auto Glass and my mom's a banker. They're like, "Oh, you're not I'm not a
Yeah,
rich
some of them
farmer."
are like rich or
There's
something.
like a Seaford farm.
Mhm.
My aunt's name is Susan, and she divorced Uncle John, and
Took his money.
yes, yeah, he owned Tolls Construction. He had a crane business back in the day.
Took his money.
If anything in the world, Uncle John was making big cash, and she got a good amount of what they call it, alimony. What do
Yeah.
they call it?
Is it alimony? I think
She
it
got
is.
half and half of that motherfucker.
Damn, that's crazy. That's like
All I know is
terrible.
take advice from a good friend we all know and get that prenup. That prenup.
Tell you what, it would be hard to go on living giving half of your money to someone who doesn't love you.
Yeah, dude,
Seriously,
I don't know what I would do.
it really would be hard to go on living just
You
knowing
go
that.
on as a stronger man, and you probably start a YouTube channel where you go stealth camping.
Then you
or
got to
something
work
like that.
twice as hard. God damn. Can't imagine
For
working
them
twice
to do
as hard.
nothing.
That really
You
is a
motherfucking
nightmare
bitch.
situation.
Whoa, big old Mickey.
Like if you just deny the divorce, you can keep it going forever, right?
I don't know.
How does that work? If you just go, nah.
Probably.
How the fuck would I know?
We literally said till death do us part.
No,
You
but
can
they
just
wear
hate
you-
me for the rest of our life.
Yeah, they wear you down though.
No, they would murder you with antifreeze or something. Bitches are insane.
Yeah, remember
shit,
the
let me
one?
finish
You
this
know the
burger.
video footage that came
Oh,
out of the
pouring a
woman
Mickey.
who was putting like a small amount of bleach in her man's like Keurig every day, and he was like, "This tastes like bleach, bitch. I'm putting a secret camera out and catching you over the next."
Dude, it just happened. It happened like 2 years ago.
The course of 2
a lady
weeks.
was antifreezing her husband.
It was that
In the
She was
coffee,
like,
yeah.
putting it in there. He's like, "Fuck, you're done. You're done."
Well, no, the one I know, the guy died.
Oh my god, I'll never forget.
And they
a-
find out right away. They test his blood, and they're like, he has antifreeze in there. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
What? No way.
We have to figure this out.
And then they're
together.
like, every camera that ever existed in your life is now going to get probed. And you know what I believe
the thing
firmly?
is, with that, it takes them a while to get the woman on that because there's no physical evidence that she did it. You know,
She has to break.
There's
You know what I believe?
Yeah, she either has to confess or they have to. They can't arrest you on circumstantial evidence if there's enough of it.
Damn.
Do you have a Ring camera?
What's going on? Yeah, I
Do you
do.
pay for it all the way?
Yes. Why are we talking about everything over and over again?
No,
What's going on?
I just want to ask a question.
Go ahead, ask the question.
It's not a question. It's
Have the
just
police been
a
to my house
theory.
asking for the footage of it? Yes.
Did I kill my ex-wife? Yes.
They're like, somebody's car got broken into down the street. Can we have your Ring footage? And I said, no.
Wait, what? That way you wouldn't have picked up on down the street if that happened? I didn't know.
No, like they want everybody going by and stuff.
And you said, no, I don't want to get
No, I
tied
said
up.
I just don't.
Yeah.
No, be like, I don't pay
It's
for
a
the
to-do,
thing. I
man.
couldn't even pull it up. That's all you have to do. Because what I was going to say is, the thing is, they tell you, oh, I got my Ring camera set up, and they're like, you get 3 months of oh my God, there's a person at your door, right? But as soon as as they say, you don't get it anymore, you have to start paying again. You'll get notifications, but it'll say motion detected. You stop
Could be
getting the
anything.
person at your door. What I was getting at is stupid either way. You stop paying for the person detection, but they still have it on their database. So just in case some weird shit happens, they could always pull it up.
Yeah, they got it. They got it on the server
I'm just
for
going to
sure.
say what I say every time. Just buy the year on Black Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that this year. Definitely gonna do that this year.
Maybe I'll ask for that for equipment.
You buy software on Black Friday.
Yeah, where do you get your biggest bang for your buck on Black Friday? Probably like
Software.
there.
Software.
He's got a good point there.
Only software. Don't ever buy any physical shit.
Some
Is
music
Cyber
gear.
Monday-
Stay at home and sign up for all the shit you already pay for, and it'll be cheaper.
That is cool. That's
Is
a great
Cyber Monday
great advice.
cheaper?
Huh?
Oh,
Did you
Cyber
get
Monday.
some good deals on Cyber? It probably stretches the whole 4-day, 5-day
I mean,
period.
dude, the Black Friday deals start on Monday now. Who knows?
Dude, I'll never forget a time where we used to just be little whores for the Steam video game sales.
Or how
And
about
we had
Prime
so much
Day?
fun.
Prime Day is like 4 days.
We would get these video games, Kevin. We would get like, you know how video games are $60?
Mm-hmm.
On Steam Day, they were all like $2.
Wow.
So we'd be like, oh my God, this $50 game is $2. I'm buying it. Oh my God, this $40 game is $3. I'm buying it. Oh my God, this $30 game is $1. I'm buying it.
play them.
And never play them, but your library went up 100 games and you spent like $30.
Yeah, that's how audio plugins
Oh my
are.
God.
There's that meme. It's like my body is a machine that turns. You know, it's like my body is a machine that turns like
Shit into-
bought games into 0 hours played.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So what's the hottest game out right now, boys?
I will tell you
It's the industry just down the tubes.
It's nothing. There's nothing out right now.
the most cool game that's been out for a while is Baldur's Gate 3. I'm watching. They've
Came out
updated
2 years ago.
Not two. Not
I've
two.
only heard of that game from South Park.
They did an episode. Dude, it's insane. The character, like, okay, so like, just like, you know how video games always, the whole new selling point is different paths or how unique the path can become. That game has
I got a unique path
like
for
1,000 paths. Every character you decide to keep alive or keep in your party or like do this in the story, whatever. You choose. You make two characters in the beginning of the game. I'm just rambling here. You make your character and then you make
you.
your.
I'm listening, buddy. Go
you
ahead.
make your guardian.
I'm just
and
looking at my
everyone-
notes. I'm not texting or anything. I'm looking at my things.
Just checking it
Everyone
out.
makes the guardian, you know, like, oh, this is okay. I'm gonna make it look all like, I'm gonna give it like a crazier look than my character. The guardian ends up being midway through the game. Spoiler alert. In a Lithid, which is just like a Cthulhu
Tentacle face.
Yeah, so
Tentacle
the
beard.
whole beginning of the game starts with Tentacle Face's mothership crashing. Tentacle Faces are up to no
What
good.
are we doing? Are you explaining to us Baldur's Gate 3?
It's
Why?
actually pretty wild. It's actually pretty wild.
Why are we doing this right now, though?
And your guardian ends up being just
He's
another
saying I'm not answering.
just another fucking tentacle creature. And this game is all about horniness.
Wait, does a battle ensue?
It could possibly could ensue.
The dog wants to go outside.
Yeah, she probably does.
This game gives you opportunity to fuck like
You wanna go
every
outside?
character you meet in the game. And you can end up in that dialogue. I just witnessed the other night in person. I look up to the TV and I see the
Wait, she's back playing it?
she's playing her final playthrough and she's actually going to win.
Good.
She's finally
good.
made a character.
I asked her if she beat it a bunch of times.
Who you talking about? Who's
Just
playing?
had to do it on normal mode, whatever. Like, it's a hard game, to be honest. It seems
I play all my games on. If you got 4 modes, I pick 1, 2.
she's on one. If that was the case,
Okay, that's fair.
she's had. Poor girl's had so many playthroughs.
She's been
But
through so much.
This motherfucker with his tentacle face turns to you and says, "I've explored your mind.
But she's a girl.
I've explored this. I feel like we could come to." They always like try to fuck you. There's these dialogues in this game, and of course, the ones that you're in your party. There's this hot girl Shadowheart. There's this goblin girl that's like, you want to see her titties, so you like do the dialogue and you do a scum save so you can like fuck her and then just load the save so it never happened. You explore options in this game, right? So I'm telling her, I was like, save the game and fuck the fucking tentacle man. Save the game and fuck the tentacle man. She wouldn't do it.
Because she's trying to get through the fucking game.
She
It's gonna take an
dialogue-
hour to fuck the tentacle man.
He's like, do you want to? I feel like I could. I know your mind. I've explored it. I want to explore other parts of you.
What the
I'm like,
fuck?
look, do it.
And she won't do it?
No.
Total chick, dude.
Yeah.
Total chick won't let the dude fuck her. Come on.
She made love to Shadowheart. She's
Just let the dude fuck you.
apparently there's a one way you can set up a love triangle in the game. You can romance Shadowheart, the girl who's like a goth, and then she's like, I always wanted to know what it would be like to climb an elfin mountain, and you can fuck this tall, big buff elf.
This shit
guy.
is so fucking
God
gay.
damn.
It's all about it's for horny weirdos.
Yep.
It's for horny weirdos that wear tails. Sorry, Baldur's Gate people. You're horny weirdos that wear tails in your downtime, and you go to conventions and wear tails.
They had a Magic, the Gathering Baldur's Gate
Yeah.
collab.
If your
Sonic the
headphones,
Hedgehog,
if
too.
your headphones or hood on your hoodie has cat ears, this is for you.
The headphones, oh my god, the worst thing I ever remember from that era was seeing those razor pink cat ear headphones.
Yeah, we
And
should
then
get
you're
cat
looking
ear
at-
headphones. We should.
You're looking at the streamer though, and you're like, it's all pink
Yeah.
and a little tarnished from touching, but the headphone part was like brown from.
Damn.
Ew.
Yeah,
That's
because
just nasty.
pink is not a good color to make.
Where did
yeah.
you see this?
Some streamer was wearing them and being like, but you look closely and you're like,
Tell her clean her shit. Magic eraser that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
get some
I'm not
new-
going to be seen commenting on her.
Probably just get some new foam
Where you going?
pads. It's pee time.
Kev, you're gonna let the dog out and leave me here alone.
Yeah, everyone's got to pee except for Jack. Jack's got to hold it down. Charlie, you dribbling? You good for a little bit? She's good.
Did you see the only other thing I have in my notes is the Kathy Griffin.
Oh my god, dude! I mean,
Paparazzi
everyone's
photos.
talking about that, but it is.
Is that real?
It is totally real. I think so. But oh my god,
What,
Like,
why
she-
would she go out like
that
that?
literally is like something out of a horror movie.
It looks like a burn victim or like a what do you call it? A mannequin. Like
Yeah,
after-
because at the
after
same
a
time,
fire.
her skin really is like white. It really is white, and I'm really pale too. But like, damn, with the red hair and that
her-
white skin,
and her hair starts like back here.
yeah, she looks like someone who was like halfway through like monster makeup in a movie or something.
Can you pull this up? The Kathy Griffin paparazzi photos.
And there's a lot of conspiracy around
saw
Kathy
this.
Griffin, and the more we go through her career and see what she's up to, I'm starting to believe it. So there's something going
Her
on.
side-
What do you
Seinfeld
think?
her episodes
what do you
are
think's
really
going
funny.
on, man? I mean, she looks bad. Of course.
Apparently, she is Anderson Cooper's brother who died. This
Brother?
is a real conspiracy online.
Stop, dude, that's not real.
She's Anderson Cooper's brother that died.
She's been around so long that that's not real. We both know that.
and if you look at them both young,
Well, wait, this
they
actually
look
kind of
very
looks like
similar.
Anderson Cooper.
Mike,
Literally,
pull up the
that is
paparazzi
Anderson
photos.
Cooper's brother.
They're right here. I got you, my bro.
That's the
Sweet.
one. That's one of the current ones, right?
There we go. That's the one I'm
You're
thinking.
Oh,
right.
yeah,
She
that's
looks
the one.
bad. Sure, they
Jesus
took- she looks bad. I mean, give her a break.
And this
dude.
is with makeup, right?
Mike, look where her hair starts.
Have
It's
you seen
in the
the-
center of her head?
and this
Nicolas
is
Cage
makeup.
movie. Mama, Daddy. it's the long leg. She's long leg.
And the thing for me is this is heavy makeup, right? Or is there no makeup there?
It has.
I don't know what's worse.
Look at
What would
long
be
leg.
worse?
Look, it's her.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. You're right. It's a
Show
lot.
me the daddy.
I
Show me
hated
the
this
daddy.
movie.
Some people, this, I heard some people say this was the greatest horror movie, and some people said it was terrible.
It was awful.
And save me from the hell of living. Isn't that so scary when you watch that? When I was in the theaters,
No.
I was just like,
You want to see me in the theaters?
you know what, Jack, you're right. You know what I felt like doing with the movie? I felt like, all right, are we about to fight? I felt like that with the movie. I felt like this is challenging me in a way
I
that.
kept being like, "There's a demon in the background.
Nah.
Where?
There's a demon in the background."
Wait, where? You could see it. I
Why are you
couldn't
doing
see
that?
Hey, are
it.
you
I can't
guys?
see you. This is crazy. Looking through that is wild.
You
But
guys
the-
got to watch Together. I've been
that?
seeing. You haven't seen the previews for Together?
No, what's that?
It's a horror movie that looks insane. Looks like it's going to be body modification. It's starring a Franco, and I just want to know what the fuck it's about.
Body modification.
It definitely looks
indeed.
like two people combined together, but like that's all we really know.
What is the plot of Together? The film stars real-life married actors Allison Brie and Dave Franco,
Oh,
a
they're
married
really
couple acting together as a couple who move to the countryside but find themselves encountering a mysterious force that horribly causes changes in their bodies. They're gonna meld together.
Look up a trailer. Can we look up a trailer?
This is like chicks are gonna love this.
It's
Yeah.
got 100% Rotten Tomatoes, but it's not out yet.
And like in certain parts of the trailer, they're like being like pulled and like whoa.
I don't want
and,
to
like,
watch it.
They're getting like closer
I'll watch
to
the
each
movie.
other.
We
I'll
can't
watch
watch
the movie.
trailers. Yeah, Jack doesn't watch trailers, and we can't watch
Okay,
trailers
yeah.
on here.
Well, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Can
then.
we watch
Yeah.
trailers on here? Like, we don't even know what the rules are. I'll skip around to 2 frames in the trailer after this ad.
And there's another part in the trailer where it looks like they have a saw and they're like, "Just do it," and they start sawing, and it's like, so they
Stop,
probably.
you're spoiling it.
That's the same movie.
You're
I've
right.
seen
You're right.
8
I shouldn't
times.
explain the trailer.
Even that, I don't want to know they're trying to
You're
cut
right.
themselves
You're right.
apart.
That's
That-
every movie that's had that. Oh, body horror. I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna do it.
And Dave Franco is a hell of an
27
actor.
Hours did that, man, and that's a mainstream ass fucking
Have
movie.
you seen Speak No Evil? The one where they made the remake in America. There's like a Swedish version.
Have you spoke? See no evil.
Maybe.
Well, in this, we spoil movies on the pod. On the foreign Swedish or whatever version, the end of the movie, they kill the whole family and they take their kid and cut the kid's tongue out
Yikes!
and they steal the kid. And
He
like,
wouldn't make a
Who
movie
takes
like
the
this.
kid?
it's this family that goes on vacation.
Rosemary's
meets
Baby?
Meet another family and then come to our house and stay with us for a week. And our kid has a deformity where he can't talk anymore, but
Tongues
they
out.
go in the basement and
You find tongues.
they find like a book where they've been stealing kids for forever.
Whoa!
And that's just that's their kid. What's about to be their kid.
Yeah,
the
they're,
last
they're
kid.
like they're like, oh no, they're gonna steal our kid. And then in the original movie, the people are so retarded they get fucking murdered, and they take their kid. And it's really dark and sad. And you're like, wow, the people that steal kids are gonna keep stealing kids. But in the new one,
That's like funny games. but
the
they did-
American remake, they remade it in America, but the people with the family they win.
That's good.
They kill the bad guys and get away at the end.
That's
I'm
the
like,
only
like
way
that.
a
I'm
movie
like,
should
they,
be.
They both suck in their own way.
Yeah, nah, that's the only way a movie
Sometimes-
should be, man.
The good guys should always win.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I do. I
There's
do.
a couple exceptions.
That's how you make a society.
You gotta let a couple exceptions slide through. Like no, The Devil's Rejects doesn't quite hit it, but Funny
I
Games.
forgot about that movie.
Funny Games hits it.
Well, hey, I'll give you an example because I saw a perfect 10 out of 10 movie maybe last week, maybe 2 weeks
You
ago.
already said it.
Did I say Plane? I told you about Plane.
You said watch Plane. I screenshotted.
Oh,
the
we
tweet.
did. Yep. But yeah, Plane is
No,
good.
no.
I can't remember what we talked
in my
about on the
personal
pod.
Life, took your note and I screenshotted it so I could watch it.
Yeah, I loved it, dude.
Good
I mean,
movie, but you really praised it.
I loved it.
You
It
like
made me
watched
feel
it?
good. It
Yeah.
made me feel inspired.
I
It made
didn't
me
watch
want
it.
to be a better person. It made me
movie,
want to be a
action
better
movie.
man. It made me just want to be better.
Convict.
Yeah.
It's a classic. Like, oh, he's a convict, but he's not that bad. Guy, he's gonna help me land this plane, even though you're a bad guy. I can't trust you.
It's just a movie about a plane that goes down in some foreign country, and they they got to figure it out.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean? They got
there's
hostile
landing grounds.
locals, and
Of course, I was half-assing it.
it's a beautiful story.
You gotta love Gerard.
And there's a lot of killing for the guys. There's a lot of heroicism and heroics, and it's great. I love it.
Oh my God! You just reminded me of a thing that I saw recently, and we can wrap it up soon. But I saw this thing, and there was an Iranian or some. It was in the 90s a hijacking that happened, and pictures from the cockpit show a very low energy, chill demeanor with guns being pointed at heads, and everyone kind of just being like,
weird.
"We land the plane, everything okay."
Like, this is just my job, bro. Yeah, I know you're just doing your job. You're just doing your job. Me too. I'm just doing my job.
Cockpit photo. Dude, it's something like that. Cockpit photos of these guys doing their thing. Oh, God. Oh, man.
So you haven't seen Plane, right?
No, I saw it.
You did see it. Okay.
Yeah. I liked it. And I was watching it kind of in...
No, I definitely knew it wouldn't be for everybody. Like, even my mom was like, I checked out that movie Plane, and I didn't think it was very good.
It's a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
But it does... Like, sometimes I feel like movie makers just touch on the human... That thing that makes you go... Ugh.
Yeah, because, I mean, there's really bad people out there that exist that would take a bunch of hostages and torture them and try to get money out of them, and then they get saved, and I just love to see it. And the guy
That's like...
gets his daughter, you know. It's
the
good
plane that
stuff.
went down, and the one on September 11th that didn't make it to its destination, no one even knows where it was. People say they think they know where it was going.
Well, a bunch of shrapnel in a field in Pennsylvania.
It
That's
went
all we
down
really
in a
know.
field, but there's a movie about the guys who they said, "Hey, you terrorists are not doing this. We're gonna go down with
Yeah.
this plane."
They did that
Yeah.
for the families.
Can
Yeah.
you tell me
That's
what?
cute.
That shit did not happen. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Oh, Jesus! So
they
that
got
plane
shot
wasn't-
down.
They got shot down
by
by
the U.S. government.
yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
what
didn't-
happened.
I don't know.
I mean, no one knows, but that's what happened.
What the fuck else?
That
So
plane.
where were they heading? That's all I care about.
They're about to-
I thought that a couple heroes down the plane.
They were
I thought
about-
Denzel Washington was on the plane and he was drunk. And he's like,
Denzel,
"I wanna
Tom
pull-"
Hanks.
Yeah, upside down.
That's a different plane.
Well, they already got
No, but he
the
did it
World
to
Trade
save
Center and the
the day.
Pentagon. What's another good building they were probably headed toward?
They were in Pennsylvania. They were going to New York for
I
another
thought they were
building.
going to D.C.
I don't know.
Probably just
They were
another-
they're coming down.
Probably Washington Monument or
Asking
something.
where.
Something
I don't
stupid.
know. I thought
Yeah.
maybe people had actual projections to where people had a consensus of where they were heading here.
Maybe you could Google it. With the
No,
fucking
because I have
computer right in
another
front of you.
picture up that you need to see,
Is
Jack.
it George Floyd?
No, this is when hijackings are. This is hijackings done right. Take a look. Everyone having a good time.
Oh yeah, they used to do that and just fly to Cuba.
In 1980, a Turkish Airlines flight from Munich to Ankara was hijacked by 4 militants protesting the recent military coup in Turkey. Among the passengers was renowned war correspondent Koskun Oral, who convinced the hijackers to let him into the cockpit and take photos. Journalists, man, are fucking psychos.
Hey, I got a camera. It's pretty nice. Let him in.
The journalist came in and like leveled the air and was like, "Okay, guys, of course we all want to land. The pilot, you're gonna live. You're gonna
Yeah.
land the plane."
What's the journalist's name? It says it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he got his thing. He's famous. He took a picture.
Kuskan Oral, who convinced the hijackers to let him in the cockpit. One of the hijackers can be seen grinning as he points the gun at the pilot's neck. That's the pilot. Looks like he's up there.
Typical hijacker.
There's
Look at
the
that.
co-pilot just chills behind in a suit. He looks like one of his own guys. Looks like he's pointing the suit at his own guy, and the picture got misconstrued. Am I right?
Read in the caption.
It is kind of
According
weird.
to Oral, we were all tense, but in that moment, we laughed involuntarily. The plane was eventually diverted to Bulgaria, where
coping.
all passengers were released unharmed, and the hijackers were arrested. And that's what, dude. You made a point. No one had to die. You go to do your little couple months in prison.
You go to jail because why the fuck did you just do that, man? Everything's
Probably didn't go
okay.
to jail that long if you got extradited to your country after. Iranian suit-wearing guys. Turkish guys. I'm just saying Iran all the time. Man, look at me. I'm
Trying to get us in the algo. You're
I'm a
smart.
biased guy. I'm
You're
a
smart.
biased guy.
You're trying to get us an algorithm. You're smart.
Weapons of mass destruction? Probably not, right?
Well, not
Never
anymore.
have, never.
They don't
So
have them
wait,
anymore.
if we blew them up, they didn't blow up. They can be blown up without blowing up.
Yeah, we blew up the pieces.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
Tell me about how that works, honestly, to make my brain feel better. Because the pieces, do they not blow up when you hit them? Then a video game, okay.
The red barrel blows up. You're right.
Video game, red barrel mentality. I got red barrel mentality in my brain. So if you blow up a facility,
Or if you're like a guy from MSNBC, you say they took all the important stuff and put it on a truck and drove it away, and we didn't hit anything, and you hate America.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's a hot
Say that.
take.
Dude,
I don't feel like that. I feel like probably they maybe drove, and realistically, maybe some sort of like bad guys got away with something, but like we blew them up, and of course the bad guys don't store stuff active.
we were coming.
What I'm rationalizing it in my brain.
They had
actively.
no clue.
They have the things obviously in the facility. They don't have. If this falls on the floor, we blow up. They have it separated.
Doesn't work like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we just destroy everything, and it's like the circuit boards are broken, the warheads are.
Yeah, it wasn't an assembled bomb, but all the pieces, I guess.
What
And
is
they just
the-
fucked up the whole factory, the whole bomb factory.
Atoms blow up and make that.
That is just something to think about. Yep.
Can we think about that more? Let's just watch a YouTube video on how that works.
That is a wild,
Let's watch it next time.
wild
Because if I
thing.
see that on the horizon ever, I want to be able to be like in my brain. I want to be able to be like,
That was all in an atom, huh?
Energy has been harnessed and it has been released, and we are going to die.
fucking crazy amount of energy has been harnessed. I would be being like,
That's
oh man,
that
I
doesn't
wanna
work.
go
It
play
doesn't
Fallout
work.
real
Doesn't
quick.
work like that.
I want to play a couple hours of Fallout before my grid goes down. I think my grid will be up for a couple more hours.
I tell you what, though, this 4th of July, I've never seen so much anti-America stuff. I thought we were kind of getting past it,
It
but
really
this
made
was
me-
the worst
This
4th
the
of July.
internet is just shoveling that down in your throat.
Dude,
Just
some
watch the
people are so
horizon
far
and watch
gone.
all the fireworks, and you'll know that
Like,
everyone's happy.
I know, but it's like people we know posting.
Have you
shit.
ever heard of Dan Satterfield?
No.
He used to be a
but
local
you
news
unfriend
guy.
them.
Like he is
Fair
he
enough.
is the local anchor man for like our whole life. Even he was posting all this stuff. Upside down American flag. I'm so ashamed of our
Dan
country. I
Satterfield,
can't
the
even
news
celebrate
guy?
it. Yeah, yeah.
You can't celebrate. The fact that you can say that, you should be able to fucking celebrate just because you can say that. You fucking celebrate.
It's so weird. It's so weird. And now
It's sad.
a ton of black people are making a choice, either Juneteenth or 4th of July. Fuck 4th of July. We have our holiday. They have theirs. Shit is getting worse. I thought shit was getting better. Shit is getting worse.
But no, yeah, around.
Dude, I swear to God.
This is the time where people take
The
swings
liberals
at shit.
hate America.
They hate
agree.
it. But they
Everything
won't
would
go.
Be fine.
They won't go.
I know. Everything will be fine.
Literally. That's what people don't
Two-party
get.
system is bad, man.
That's what we like. If we
Everyone
gave
hate
them
each
their
other all the time,
like we talked about last week, if we gave them their own country, and
giving weak people
It would be
a
insane.
party to settle into is bad. Giving two-party system is bad,
Yeah.
even though. Yeah, what I'm trying to get at is it just gives people these safe like, oh, I'm going to take a side, and then nothing ever gets fixed. Stop it.
and people think they're
being
so
a-
moderate.
Being a moderate's a pussy thing.
Yeah. They think they're so even
Right, people
keeled.
should die when they kill
When there's a
people,
right and a wrong. There's literally a right and a wrong.
People should die when they murder.
Yeah.
If you murder, death penalty, no matter
Yep.
what.
Well, no, I'm pretty anti-death penalty.
Except drunk driving. You can rot in jail for drunk driving. You don't need to necessarily, if you were an
I'm
idiot.
anti-death penalty because we've gotten the wrong guy
Anti-death.
way too many times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but a lot of the times it's not the wrong guy.
I know. No. Like society getting together to kill the guy, kind of fucked up. But like
Like Gaddafi.
a dad breaking into the prison to kill the guy that killed his son, totally cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, usually, sometimes that slides and that guy just rots in prison.
And that's what's interesting to
But
me
that
is
doesn't
that's
stop-
what
I mean, they don't
politics. It literally boils down
the
to a
microphone.
few questions.
Talking in the microphone.
Politics boils down to a few questions, and you just illustrated it perfectly. One question is: should we kill people when they? Should we kill people as punishment? A really conservative person goes, yes, they shouldn't even be around anymore. They're causing trouble. And then a liberal person kind of goes, but what if we get it wrong and then an innocent person died? And any rational person can see either side of that argument. And then another one is, I guess, like abortion.
Well, no. A liberal person would be. No, they killed a person, but
They
we
can
can
be
fix them. They can be
rehabilitated.
rehabilitated.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
well, that's a modern liberal, but
Fuck
a
that.
regular thinking liberal is just thinking what you thought. But
No,
what if
no.
we get it wrong?
No, but we have gotten it wrong.
We
I
have.
think the
Yeah,
system
yeah,
is too fucked
yeah.
up.
How does someone get putting a murderer in jail wrong? That's not wrong.
Well,
No, no,
if
you
you
get the
kill a
wrong
person
guy.
and they never did
Right,
what you
that
killed them
happens
for,
Sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, Leroy.
That's why we shouldn't kill him.
They arrested the guy in 1936 and he did 20 years, 40 years in prison,
You
and
can
they're
get
like,
out because you didn't kill him.
and then really the second facet of all that is how much money should we give the government? And you know what I mean? A really conservative person goes, how about we give the government as little money as possible, then we'll have more of our own money. And then a really liberal person goes, let's give the government more of our money because there's people who need it.
People,
You know what I mean?
liberals say give the government more money.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
what do
yes.
you mean?
That is the main crux of their argument is we should give more of our money to the government so they can help out all the needy
They
people.
want bigger
That's
government.
dumb. Why
They
would you want to give more money?
Exactly.
They want bigger government. They want the government to control everything because they can't do anything for them damn selves because
And-
they sleep all day.
So
And
when
it-
I register to, when
Yeah.
they send the register to vote thing and I ignore it and throw it away, what am I ignoring to? Am I ignoring to saying, yes, I will vote, and yes, this is my side? I tell them my side when I do
Yeah,
that.
you should register as a
That's
Republican,
dumb.
but don't matter. You can still vote
I'm not
whoever you want.
registering as shit.
Yeah,
I
you can
don't
still
have
vote
an
for whoever you
opinion on
want.
that
I
shit.
register as a Democrat and then vote Republican to fuck with them.
That's kind of nice. I kind of like that.
I just don't. I mean, dude, I got the census thing. Do you guys do the census thing?
I don't know.
No, I had to get on a donkey and go back to the place of my birth.
No, I'm serious. Did you not get census mail? I got census mail, and then I was like, no.
Sounds
threw it
familiar.
away, right? A week later, more. A week later, pink mail. A week later, I throw it all away. I look at it, I was like, they're like, you need to do this. It's law. If you don't do it, you're in trouble. And I was like, this is just one of those mail things, and I keep throwing it away. And they finally sent me one like 8 times later where I was like, it sounds like if I don't do this, that I might have like someone come to my door. So I
They
did
tell
it.
you how many people live there, and you're like 1, and then you send it away.
No, Jack. It took an hour to fill out both of me and Lainey's. As far as what I mean is, I filled out mine and then I had to fill hers out, and each took like an hour. Like I was like,
fucking house. You didn't fill that shit out,
dude, there was like 86 questions, and they were like all these weird shit. Dude, it was weird. Do you not get the mail? Did you not get a census?
It sounds familiar. I think I've gotten a census
kept
thing.
throwing it
I don't know
away?
what the hell I did with it.
They don't care probably. At the end
They
of the
don't
day,
send it to everybody.
They probably just
I think you might have to live there for a certain amount of time.
They're trying to find things out. What time do you go to work? What time do you get home? Questions that you would not be comfortable answering.
Seriously,
You would have been
fuck
like,
all that.
dude, I almost just like was like, no, but I was like, they need me to answer. They want this bad. They're mad. They're after me. I'm scared. So now they know everything about me. They know everything about my house. They know whoever's there. They know how many rooms.
So we almost got Mike. He said, why would you want to give more money to the government?
Seriously.
We'll get him next week.
We
We'll get
will.
him next week.
But
No, I'm with you, but I'm just saying they got me with the census.
so, Mike, what is your thought on abortion? We're gonna make this quick, Jack. We're gonna make this quick. Okay, so abortion. Give me like your general
Now,
thoughts
you
on
give
that.
me a scenario where a woman gets knocked up and she's supposed to keep it.
All of them.
Yeah.
Okay, rape. That's the one.
Oh my God! They all go back to the
No,
less
dude,
than
I'm
1%.
not trying to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
anything.
No. Let's go there
You
because
get raped
I
and you're
th-
supposed to keep it?
I
That's
think
fucking retarded.
anyone can agree that if you do get raped, you should be able to abort if you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
But any other time,
That's like less than 1% of. They use it as birth control.
So at your
I'm not
core, you're
saying
probably
that
a
that is
conservative
a
because that is
certain
such a rare thing.
is
you
it
know?
that rare?
It
Yes.
is. It really, truly is.
Dude,
Because
there's
we have
guy- there's
stats,
like
we have
weird
numbers on
families
this,
that knock up their stepdaughters in Mormontown.
and it's rare if you can believe that. That
You're
is
right because
rare.
no one reports it or whatever. But no,
Oh my God.
no, I'm not trying to sound like a liberal or anything. You know I don't take sides, right?
I know,
You
I
know
know.
I don't like claim a side. Obviously, I would vote if I cared.
Okay, but I also wanted to get this information from you. Do you think it should be allowed because, like, it's the woman's body? Like, I just want to get your actual beliefs on stuff like
There
that.
should be.
Do you think the baby is the woman's body? Because that's their big thing. And it has a total different DNA and everything.
It's a fucking It's the alien movie.
What would
It's
happen
growing
if
inside
they,
of them. It's not theirs to own. It's
What would
happening.
happen if they didn't abort it?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
so
yeah.
if there wasn't doctors and establishment for you, you're having the baby, right?
Yeah.
If nature was truly taking course and there wasn't a way for you to fucking extradite it, you're having it, right?
Yeah.
So my mind goes to nature. My mind goes to natural bonds that want to form a baby. So obviously, rape, you should be able to, since we have the technology.
Because you don't want to raise your rapist kid. I get that.
Fuck
Everyone
that.
gets
He's going
that.
to become a nappy-headed hoe. You know it.
Oh!
Why?
See you next week, everybody. Good night. Good night.
You know what I'm saying, though? No, don't try to make me the bad guy. Don't try to make me the bad guy, dude.
But no, you get it, though. And all the liberals, they get it.
No, you're not. I'm not
society-
liberal. I'm not.
I know you're not, but everyone
really-
knows that a society that promotes abortion is a horrible society.
My views.
That's
go
not a
from here
civilization.
to here. They go all the
You
way.
know?
They go all the way to sucking wiener
And literally, a lot of liberals only voted.
all over the place.
A lot of liberals only voted on
All over the
abortion.
place.
You know,
I
which is
don't
just
vote.
ridiculous.
I don't
It's so
vote. I can't
ridiculous.
vote.
Go have a kid. Go to one ultrasound. You'd be like, I feel differently about this.
Yeah, it's a
About what?
person.
Oh, you're like, you can't get rid of that little
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But if it's a raper's baby, you can.
Yeah.
And you can just
fun.
take and okay.
And you would do it soon.
No,
you wouldn't
no,
wait
yeah,
for it
Kevin,
to
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the deal is, if you get R-worded, and we've been saying it the whole time, I feel bad. You go and you take the pill as soon as you
get
fucking
the
can.
R kit so they know.
No, I mean you do that, but
do
you don't
everything
even
like
need
that.
to really. If that motherfucker did the deed inside of you, disrespectful. First of all,
Yeah.
man, what a dirty boy. Probably should at least do a few years in prison and get his butthole reamed his own self
Mm-hmm.
for the R word. That's a bad thing to do to somebody. Hey, you can't do that. Yes,
Yeah. So,
man.
in true conservative,
Man.
you should be able to kill the baby if you get raped, and the rapist should also be killed.
You don't
and
want
we're gonna
some
sign off
person
on that.
leaning on you saying this is happening, unless of course it's like Chantel Williams from the tennis lady, Venus.
But if
Serena.
if someone rapes my butt, I don't get pregnant, and then there's no proof. And then
Yeah, you just get. Yeah, see, isn't that bad?
I just lay in bed and shake.
No, okay, so wait a minute. Oh, now this is a hot take. Would you rather be R-worded and just be able to just shake it off in bed for a few months and then not have a thing grow on you? Or would you rather
Yes.
get R-worded and lay in bed and shake it off for a few months but also have a thing growing in you, also traumatized?
The
What?
butt-
That baby's got to die.
the butt's not made for fucking though.
Oh, my God, you know what I mean.
It's not.
They took the other option.
The
Maybe
pussy,
they took
though, that
both.
made for fucking. You know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
they took both options. This is bad, man. This is just all bad. Our words are bad. Don't do that to
Mike's
somebody.
a Republican.
Everyone is.
I'm
Everyone
pretty
is.
sure that the two-party system is
They're just
pretty-
all confused,
two-party
brainwashed.
system bad.
Two-party system bad because the liberals are so bad.
Why can't we? Okay, so what's the best like other?
Because a lot of people do that. They go, "Oh, I'm so smart
Socialism?
and I'm so even-keeled. I'm right in the middle."
Communism?
I mean, yeah, the liberals are crazy, but the Republicans do a bunch of stuff I don't like either. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Socialism
Liberals are
or-
doing crazy
What's
shit.
the one that we should be? The one-party system. What
You should be Republican because that's the only thing
No,
that's
no,
going
no.
to make a
What's
difference.
the system that other countries do that's like no option? What should we be?
What?
Also, Kim Jong, he cried when North
Nah.
Korean soldiers returned from the Russian war. He cried. He cares about his people.
A democratic republic is the perfect
We should
thing
be
to
like
be.
them more, is what I'm saying. What if one day you just had to salute to a flag and you knew you were safe all day long? You're like, no, nothing's ever gonna happen to me.
That is us.
Can you imagine?
That
No,
is us.
it's not.
If we didn't have the liberals, it would
Dude,
be.
there's people at Boston blowing the parades up and stuff. In Korea, nothing happens.
Exactly, because of the liberal open border policies.
In North Korea, nothing happens. All you have to do is worry about fake supermarkets on the face of your street, and knowing that they're not real, and just worshiping your
A
leader,
parade in
and you're
Colorado got blown up by some guy the other day. Like,
good.
yeah,
That's bad.
Jack actually
Yeah,
nailed
North
it.
Korea, that doesn't happen.
Because the borders are wide open. We should really vet.
For 4 years, people poured in here that we had no idea who the fuck they were, and they just threw them to Chicago and said, "Live this police station. Here's a cell phone. Here's thousands of dollars."
Yeah, we
And
fucked.
they moved away from Chicago.
exactly.
The Biden administration really fucked this whole country up. It
They're
really
getting
did.
extradited.
They smashed that cell phone, spent that $1,000 on drugs and hookers, as we would,
and flipped it.
And then-
Some of them are entrepreneurs. They flipped that shit, but they're all getting taken home. They can't hide. They can't run.
And a lot of them are self-deporting because of alligator Alcatraz and other things like that.
Good.
It's good.
They arrest that one dude who has a house, and they're like, they took this guy out of his home. I was like, well, a bunch of fucking people in Gen Z and millennials can't afford homes, but this fucking illegal guy's got a fucking house.
It was that the Maryland guy too, right? I think he was a Maryland man. They kept calling him.
Yeah, Maryland MS-13.
Yeah, and they were so mad about that. It's ridiculous, man. I can't believe the stuff
I'm
that
like,
we see nowadays.
Let that guy
We
live
are
next door
all
to you.
doomed.
You like that guy? You want him to have due process? Let him live next door to you for the 9 months that he is awaiting trial.
It's
Can he
crazy.
live next door to you those 9 months? They'll be like, no.
No, I don't want them to.
Exactly.
We're all doomed, and we'll see you next week. I hope you all have a great night. Is it happening? Are you letting me do it?
Oh yeah, we're out of here.
Hey, job people, everybody in the nation, you know.
Look
What's
at
that
jumble.
guy say? He says, "Buckle, pussy turn red, pussy turn."
Jack, where you going? Jack, where you going? There he is. Tickle him, Mike. Tickle him.
Yeah, got
Mike,
him.
tickle
Oh!
him. Tickle him, Mike. Tickle him. Yeah, tickle him. Get him, Mike.
Damn, man. Have a good week, everybody. I love you.
Love y'all.